Hi guys, welcome back to We Are Tottenham TV. We're here for the watch along for the Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur mid-table clash of the Titans in the Premier League. I'm here with Barry today. Barry, an old favourite of the channel. How have you been?
Yeah, good. First time since we were just talking about this since August last year. So yeah, good to be back.
Barry was ruthlessly cut from the channel. We don't know what he did behind the scenes, but you've got to assume it's something terrible. But more importantly, Barry, this is a huge game for Spurs, and an unfortunate injury after the Karabag whipping on Thursday night with 10 men is that Heung-min Son, our captain, cannot play. And Christian Romero is going to take the armband from him. Obviously, there are two vice-captains, Romero and Maddison. Are you surprised by Romero taking the armband, or is that the choice you would have made?
Yeah, I think I think Maddison's blowing hot and cold. And obviously, we don't want to detract anything. If we've seen, he's come back, he's played well last few games. So I don't really want to take that kind of off him. Christian Romero, look, it is his chance to be responsible, not do anything rash. And we haven't really seen that from him recently, or sort of the last half of last season. So look, I think it's the obvious choice. He can command that back line. Let's just hope he doesn't do anything and he goes up and thinks he's a striker, and we can concede. But look, it's a massive game. Disappointing that Son's out, but it did look quite nasty on Thursday night.
Hopefully it's just precautionary. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, we've got, obviously we've got Ferencváros, and then we got Brighton, and then we got another international break. So yeah, I guess in theory, for Son to be back, it'll be back for Brighton next weekend. So
3 wins on the spin though after a disappointing start to the season. Hopefully a bit of confidence coming up in the boys. Manchester United are always on the verge of a meltdown. However, I think, Barry, that they tend to up their game in not only the biggest games such as the Cup final and the derbies, but also pretty much always against Spurs at Old Trafford. Do you hold much hope of us getting a victory today?
Yeah, look, we're 3-3. Brennan Johnson scored 3 and 3. Mm-hmm. Look, we should be. If you look at our team versus their team, form, the meltdown. Our fan base likes to have a meltdown, but Man United probably take the biscuit at the moment. Look, here, I think there's more pressure on Erik ten Hag than there is on Ange Postecoglou. I think if they lose, and if they lose heavily, it could be curtains for him. But look, I think there's always a chance. We've seen earlier Villa 2-0 up at Ipswich, and Ipswich brought it back. So if there's a goal, look, we know the high line is going to be in question. Is Rashford against Porro? It's going to be a bit worrying. And Garnacho the other side. But look, you never know what's going to happen. But we've always got a chance. And, if you look at Thursday night, although it was Karabag, 10 players for most of the game, and we came away with a clean sheet. I mean, we probably shouldn't have, but, Vicario and poor play from Karabag probably meant, that game could have been about 10-6 or something in the end. But look, there is a chance. Solanke's in form. Maddison looks like he's playing himself back into form. And we got Timo Werner. So
we do. And without further ado, let's go through that team news then. It's Vicario, Porro, Udogie, Romero and Van de Ven, the usual kind of back five. And then Bentancur starts ahead of Basuma, with Decky Kulusevski and James Maddison as the two kind of creative 8/10s. And then, as Barry so correctly said, Timo Werner comes in for Sonny, Solanke up front, and then Johnson on the right. The bench is Fraser Forster, Jed Spence, Radu Dragusin, Gray, Basuma, Bergvall, Sarr, Moore, Mikey Moore, who a lot of fans were calling to get his first start for Spurs in the league today, and Will Lancashire. Were you one of the people hoping that Moore might start ahead of Timo Werner?
I think there's a lot of promise with this young lad, but I think it's, I'm not saying, if you're young enough, you're good enough, but I think it would have been, throwing him into the lion's den a little bit. Will we see him later on? Potentially. I definitely think we'll see him Thursday. But yeah, look, he's got a great future ahead of him. And let's not overhype him and do what we normally do and throw him in at the deep end. Because look, if he started, came on, didn't do so well, then obviously the knives would be out straight away. What's Ange doing?
Yeah.
Why has he risked him in such a big game? So I guess, look, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah, I think it's about aiding their development, isn't it? Really, it's about making sure that you don't rush anyone in when they're not ready. And I always like to say, and I get a bit of abuse for this, but the reality is we do not see him every day in training the way that Ange does. And what I will say is I do think Ange, like most managers, has a bit of a hierarchical style of giving people their chance. And I think he'll basically have said to Werner, "You are second choice behind Son," and that's the case. That's not to say I think he should be. I think had we sold Richarlison in the summer, we probably would have bought somebody who might have come in as second choice, an Eze or someone like that. But I think Mikey Moore, when he's ready, and Ange will know he's ready, he will get that. And maybe you're right. Maybe it's Ferencvaros during the week. Let's go into the Man United team. It's Onana, Mazraoui, Dalot, De Ligt, and Martinez. So I'd call that pretty much a full-strength back five. I mean, maybe you could argue that Harry Maguire might get a look in if he wasn't injured, but I'm not sure. Ugarte, Mainu, Rashford, Fernandes, Garnacho, and Xerxes, with the bench by India, Lindelof, Mount, Højlund, Eriksen. Love you, Christian Eriksen. Diallo, Casemiro, Anthony, and Johnny Evans. We all did here at We Are Tottenham TV, we all did our pre-match prediction game. I have to say that Sam, the producer, and Barry both went for 2-1 Tottenham wins. Who are the danger men, then, you think, for Man United? For me, I have to say, I think Fernandes and Rashford, I feel like they're the ones who always do damage against us. But what do you think?
Yeah, look, I think, I've taken Bruno out of my fantasy team, so normally when he comes out of the fantasy team, he does well. So,
why did you do that?
Well, because he wasn't getting many points. So, look, I think Bruno, he's got, they've given him a new contract. A lot of Man United fans aren't happy with that. So, he's got a point to prove. I worry about, the high line with Rashford over the top. But look, Rashford hasn't been playing that well. So again, look.
Oh, Barry, what are you doing? You're jinxing the hell out of this. You've so far said Fernandes is out of your fantasy team. He's not playing well. Rashford isn't playing well. I mean, we know what's going to happen now. You said that.
No, look, yeah. Well, look, I'm trying to use a bit of reverse psychology for the football gods.
Okay, I like that.
Look, look, I think it's a game that kind of suits both teams. It should be a high-scoring game.
Just put another hex on it, Baz. What is going on here? We know who's scoring for them, but then it might well be a 0-0.
Well, I don't think it'll be a 0-0. I'll be very shocked if it's a 0-0.
Yeah. I think I agree. I think it's more likely there'll be an early goal, probably not for us, but I hope I'm wrong.
Well, look, me and Sam predicted wins for Spurs. You went for a 3-1 Man United win.
I have to say, I've been saying for a long time now that I think Ange Postecoglou is due a statement victory against one of the big teams away from home. And every time I say it, we get turned over. So I've gone for what I feel like is more realistic. I've got a lot of family and friends who are big Man United fans. Every single time we play them, they say to me, "Oh, Tottenham are going to turn us over. We're so bad." I watch Man United playing against a lot of teams and they just jog about and they don't care. But in these games, I mentioned it earlier, in these games and in like the cup final, and when the pressure's really on, they seem to put in an extra kind of 10-15%, and that's what I fear. So that's why my prediction is that United might turn us over 3-1. But obviously, similarly to you, I'm hoping it's reverse psychology and we get the job done as the players start coming out of the tunnel. Should also say, guys, do let us know in the comments what your predictions for the games are. If you put your predicted score and the score is in, we will try and dig out anybody who gets it exactly right and beats us in terms of our ability to predict what's going to happen. Let's have a little bit of a chat about the pressure on Erik ten Hag then. You said earlier you think he's under more pressure than Ange Postecoglou. I actually would agree with that. I think, we could lose this game and nothing's going to happen to Ange. I think that kind of three wins on the spin has taken a bit of pressure off him. But why do you think ten Hag was able to keep his job when they were so publicly trying to find someone to replace him?
I think obviously Ineos have come in. They've spent a lot of money in the summer. They've spent a lot of money before. He's got the players that he wanted. I don't know whether it's there wasn't anyone. I still think that they're pausing and waiting to see what happens until Christmas. Obviously, I also think the potential is that Southgate would come in after Christmas. He needed a break from the Euros. It's all kind of set up for that. I mean, there's nothing
That wouldn't excite the United fans, though, would it?
No, of course not. But it would kind of make sense. Southgate had the England job for a long time, needed a break. There's that, obviously Jim Ratcliffe and all the team, they're admirers of him. That wouldn't be a surprise. And look, there wasn't really. If you looked at what happened, obviously Arne Slot came in at Liverpool.
Yeah.
De Zerbi went off and has kind of never been really heard or seen again.
He's in Marseille, isn't he?
Marseille.
They started pretty well with Mason Greenwood, actually. Scarily.
But I just think there's no one really about. And I think Man United, they had a chance to stick or twist. They've stuck for the moment. Look, if we win today, I think I don't see how he gets the next international break. Obviously had a poor result in the week. I just think that there's not who would come in. Who would Man United want? Would they want a Zidane? I don't really know who's available.
Well, I've been saying when Ange was under pressure and people were saying it's nearly the end for Big Ange. I just say I don't think there are a great deal of managers in there that you'd take as a replacement at this point for Spurs, and I'd feel the same about Man United. I do think it's interesting with Ten Hag that Spurs did interview Ten Hag. And from the reports coming out, they said that they felt that his personality wasn't quite right. And I have to say, I've already said I think United will probably win today, but I have to say Ten Hag just doesn't come across as a leader of men to me. But that Ajax team he had that came to Spurs in that semi-final was a brilliant style of football they played. It was very beautiful, and I've been really surprised that he hasn't been able to get Man United playing a similar way. Look, I think what Spurs need to do today is try and keep it quiet a bit of cliche time, but keep it quiet the first 15 minutes. Don't let the crowd get behind United, and then play our football. And hopefully the United fans will get a little bit wound up by them kind of sitting deep and not having much of the ball. But I've watched United play quite a bit, and they do that a lot, don't they?
Yeah, and I think if we do start well, or we do, I think what we need to do, Leicester we started really well. Newcastle, I think we had good chances and we created a lot. If we are creating, today is the day where we've got to take these chances, got to be clinical. Romero's taken the Spurs over into huddle in front of the away end. Look, it's a massive game, and I just think, look, Maddison, I think today, and Romero, they've got a big task on their hands to kind of lead the team, and Maddison already seems really fired up for this. Would you have gone Bentancur ahead of Basuma for this one? No, I think it's kind of horses for courses. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. I'm not really sure it makes much difference, but I think Bentancur's there probably based on his form and on merit, and ultimately he's, depending on what happens, if he's going to get banned or not, then obviously Basuma needs to be fresh. That's true. That's a good point. So the game has kicked off. Spurs kicking left to right as we look at it. And United started by getting it back to Onana, playing the big old up and under, which was a challenge for in the air by Xerxes, who frankly from this wide angle gives you very big Marouane Fellaini vibes. He won the header, but then I think it was Porro who headed it back, and now Vicario playing some Harry Carey across the back line. But Spurs get it out to Porro on the right-hand side, tries to play it down the line, off for the first throw-in. Are you, a little super chat here from Jason Green, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. Look at that. That is technology, everybody. He says, confident for a Spurs win today. Come on, you Spurs, 4-1. Well, thank you for your super chat, Jason, and your confidence. You must be young and not had to deal with this stuff for 35 years like I have. That's not going to happen. And we did win that 6-1 game? Yeah, in COVID, and then... No crowd there, though, was there? No, there wasn't. But... Bit of knowledge. The last September 29th, 2012, Tottenham win 3-2 at Old Trafford. Yeah, under AVB, you were saying? Yeah, under AVB. So 12 years ago, probably not to the time or everything else, but to the day, we came away with a win. Bentancur chipping it over the top, and Solanke's made a lovely run for him. Can he get it into the back stick here? It's a little volleyed cross. Could be a chance on the edge here. No, it doesn't quite fall for Madders, and United clear it. A bit of head tennis outside the box. Go on, Mickey. Oh, Mickey nearly... Yeah, Spurs have kept the ball now. Udogie on the left. He's driving. Go on, keep going. Gets it out to Timo Werner. Tiger Timo, Turbo Timo. Plays a really odd ball there. Oh, and United... And United have just got it back now. Don't foul him. Good. Actually, we've won it high up the pitch here. Spurs zipping it about nicely. And recycle the ball with Romero. Do you think playing... Oh, lovely ball into Kulusevski. Nearly turns De Ligt, who is a big old beast, De Ligt. But it goes back to Onana, who's pressed high. Go on. Yeah. Here we go. The press is
It's
working.
come to Porro down the right.
Come on, Porro.
Whip your crossing.
Whip.
Oh, he tried to cut it back and it's cut out by Dallo, I think. And this is where Tottenham are going to be at risk. Udogie does well there first, but actually it's come to
Rashford. Mickey's like, no, that's mine.
Van der Ven does beautifully.
Go
Now,
on, Mickey.
Mickey Van der Ven driving forward, all the way forward, but who's going to cover him at the back? But maybe it's not going to matter because he's...
Oh, wow. Go on, Mickey. Go on, yeah!
1-0 Tottenham. Mickey Van der Ven just ran the length of the pitch to the byline and cuts back the most beautiful cross to Brennan Johnson, who before the game, we were saying... The one positive we might have is if Spurs can get in behind, Johnson on the right and Werner on the left might do damage, and that is amazing. Tore them through that, Barry. That was incredible.
Mickey Van der Ven just turned on the afterburners again, and I thought he was going to lose it. Picks it up, 15 yards inside our half. Just flies down that left-hand side. He beats 3 players, takes it on the outside, back post, and there he is, Brennan Johnson, 4 in 4.
That is what Brennan Johnson is absolutely elite at, making that run at the back stick. But it's all about Van der Ven, who picks it up about 30 yards outside his own box and drives, and they just leave a huge gap, and his pace takes him away from all of them. And then to deliver that cross when he's such a big guy at such pace, watch this goal over and over again. Give the man player of the month, give the man player of the season. Even Gary Neville cannot help but take his hat off in the co-coms. Oh, something's happening in the game, though, when they're on. Oh, it looked like Spurs had a little break there, as ever. Sky's directing, absolutely appalling, not letting us see what's happening on the pitch. But that is 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. Early goal, as I predicted, but I thought it might go the other way.
Wow, come on, Spurs. This is now, well, one chance, one goal. I mean, we said we got to be clinical. Now we just need to kind of settle in a little bit. The good thing is, United
Romero
are
with a dink over the
us.
top. De Ligt's going to read that one, though. But
well done.
oh, you got to be hit strong here, Destiny. Ah, Destiny got in the wrong side there, Garnacho. He's going to foul him, is he?
Bruno now. Get there, Kulu.
Well done. Well done.
Go on, Kulu, go.
Decky now on the transition. He's got Brennan just to the right of him. Yes, and he's made a good run for him here, Brennan. Destiny, sorry. Now Brennan can open his legs a little bit. Yeah, keep going. Keep going, Brennan. Good lad. Oh, he tries to play a little inside ball. It's going to be a corner. Oh, no, Brennan stops running.
Oh, Brennan, carry on, mate.
That's all right. Don't worry. It's a throw into Manchester United. You can score too early in games, but that is a beautiful start for Tottenham Hotspur. And that has shut the crowd up, just like I asked us to do. Is that 4 in 4 for Brennan? Since they're showing his dad, who also used to play for Nottingham Forest. He's a very proud man. That's really sweet, actually. Yeah, he turned off his Instagram because people were slagging him off. And as I've been saying, he's just a raw kid. It's not his fault that it was £50 million. He didn't ask for that to be that amount of money. And he's getting better and better. But you've got to put him in positions where he does what he does.
Go on,
Spurs are in here. Madders has held him up. He's played it Slanky, but Slanky's... yeah.
He's had it. Couldn't get it out of his feet.
So Madders won it high up the pitch. United playing silly buggers at the back. And then I think Madders could have driven and had an earlier shot. And instead he tries to find Solanke. And the pass wasn't perfect. And now Onana's thrown it out. Spurs back in shape. What do you think of Solanke since he's come in, Barry?
Yeah, well, well, look, he's 2 goals. This is what his 6th game, 7th game. The important thing is he got the goal last weekend. He got it. He got the monkey off his back, and because otherwise it'd be every press conference, wouldn't it?
Yep.
When are you going to score? When most expensive player in the?
Oh, well played, Timo Werner. Driving at the back 4 now. Yeah, and he tries to put... It's a bad pass, unfortunately. He tried to put Solanke in down the middle. Similar there. Werner and Maddison in the last minute both had good opportunities driving at the back line, but their decision-making in the final third just wasn't great. But that was what I'll give Werner credit for. He beat 2 men with a little turn on the halfway line. They're showing Van der Ven's run again. Second time he's done this season, hasn't he? He set one up against Everton, didn't he?
Yeah. And that's just pure pace. Look, Johnson's just laughing.
Johnson was laughing before he finished it.
Romero dives in there, but
yeah, he's been caught up the pitch there, and that's an important foul from Porro there.
So United now playing it across the back 4. The Lick now gets out. The Tottenham are very high. This press is working. Onana doesn't know what he's going to do. Mainu now, and he's just headed it out of play. United are rattled.
They are a bit rattled, and I have to say that we need to get another one here, I think. Maybe not need, but if we really want to win this game, and we know we're going to give up chances in this game, we need to, when we've got them down, put our foot on their throat.
Yeah, look, we've always said that. We you know, the Newcastle game, their whole midfield was on yellow cards. Where's someone driving at them to try and get another yellow card to get someone sent off? We never take advantage. But
that's the Jose Mourinho in you there, Barry.
It is.
That was very Jose of you.
What ball from Porro across?
Nice idea there. Got to be strong destiny.
Go on, get there.
Oh, United playing some.
Kulu trying to pick his
fouls
pocket,
him.
but gives a foul away.
I mean, another reason I think.
Go on.
Try and really push for a second now is, you know, with a Thursday night game, our stamina probably will only last a half at best, I would have thought.
United were, and they've just played it out of play again, United. Xerxes now. Look, they played the day before, so they've had an extra day's rest. Obviously, we played later with everything that's going on and with 10 men. So you're right. If we're going to get it done, we need to get it done early and make some subs. I mean, who'd have thought of that? Tottenham going to Man United, getting the game done early and
a good chat here from One Insomniac says Mickey Beckenbauer. I'm into that. For those of you too young, Franz Beckenbauer, one of the great sweeper liberos in the history of football.
Given away by Porro there. But one back. And then it's a little bit sloppy in midfield. Chase it, Solanke.
And we're making it go back to Onana. 9 minutes gone. Man United 0, Spurs 1. But United going for the big one down the middle, and that's always going to be a danger. And actually, Vicario should have come, and he hasn't, and Rashford's in. And he has to save it at the near post. It's a poor finish from Rashford. But that is one that Tottenham have conceded from for years now. The straight ball down the middle. Often Edison scores against us for it.
Was he offside?
He might have just been offside, but it's not been given, so it's going to be a corner.
That's that worry I said. Rashford with Porro. A little nudge in the back there from Romero as he went to shoot.
Have they maybe given the offside?
Looks like
otherwise it would be a... Again, can't see what's happening on the pitch because of the bad directing. But you've got to assume...
I guess so, unless the corner was really bad.
Yeah, they've obviously given the offside, yeah. Romero's trying to take it up high. He's got no one anywhere near him. Decky makes a little run for him. Bentancur ends up getting it off him. Oh no, Solanke actually.
Back there. What he did the other day, again,
Lovely.
He's doing it now. Getting that ball, driving, turning.
Good stuff from Brennan Johnson there. This is good
Maddis.
football from Spurs. Opens it out to Verne, who's got to drive him down the outside. Drive your fullback down the outside. No, he pussies out, plays it inside to Maddison. That's a shame. Oh, good football. He's in, Maddis. Oh, it's saved. He's tried to dink him and it's saved. Oh, he was in on the left-hand side there, Maddis. It was beautiful football from Spurs.
Tried to do what he did against Brentford last week when he just hitting it probably would have... That's what I mean. That was a chance there. Who's that? Sarball. Look.
The 1-2 with Decky was a Cruyff no-look 1-2. And I wonder then if Madders could have got his head up. No, he's got to just go near post there, Madders, unfortunately. He's tried to dink him. It's a half-decent save, but it's a shame that. Anyway, Spurs win a free kick in the middle of the pitch.
And all you can hear are the Tottenham fans. Unsurprisingly, all the United fans sat down.
Oh.
Well done, Bentancur. Mickey, don't want to let him run, guys.
Tell you what, I slagged off Werner's choices there, but actually it all worked out pretty well in the end. Destiny driving at the back.
That's it.
Gets a good cross in there. Is that going to fall to Madders? No.
Get there, Porro. Get there. Get there, Porro.
Well done,
Keep
Pedro.
Going. Go on, Bentancur. Go on, Madders. Go on, Kulu.
Put Timo in. Oh, it's gone to Destiny, a doggy.
Oh, snapshot there. Spurs are on top. Porro lost the ball, then he fought it back, and then Bentancur was there. Another lovely passage of play there between Madders and Kulu, and just a Doji was there, but he just...
I wonder whether he could have left it for Werner, who was had a bit more space, Udogi, but you can see why he would take that on.
Yeah.
Tottenham win it in midfield again through Decky, who finds it Johnson. He's looking confident, you have to say.
Well, 4 goals in 4 games. Tottenham have had 56% of the possession so far. Just lost out there. 3 shots, 2 on target, and 8 touches in Manchester United's box. United 0-0-0.
Yeah, but you know how the Sky Sports script game, when you're playing at your worst, is when they're going to nick a goal out of nothing. And here comes another straight ball down the middle, but that's why Tottenham play that high line, because it's actually pretty difficult to get the pace on balls like that exactly right, and it goes all the way through to Vicario.
What did you think of last weekend? Because we were there, and Vicario looked miles out.
Good ball into the handball. Yeah. But I didn't know at the time, but I assumed it would have been a red card, but actually it turns out it wasn't. But yeah, it was. Well, what I think actually, Barry, is I think Vicario's trying his hardest to get on his front foot now. And so he's a little bit, I think his brain's a bit mashed when it comes to coming out for crosses and free kicks and corners, but he's trying.
Yeah.
So on that basis, I'm going to give him credit. And I thought, especially against Karabag, he had an excellent game.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, lovely from Werner trying to find Madders down the channel.
Madders, don't give up.
Oh, yeah, he shouldn't have given up there, Madders. That's a shame.
So, 13 minutes gone. So far, so good for Tottenham Hotspur here.
Yeah, I'm going to give Werner some credit. I think he's looked a lot better so far in this game than he did against Coventry.
Yeah, 100%.
I actually accused him of pretending to be injured against Coventry, which I don't like to do, but he had such a bad game, I thought his confidence was shot.
Well done, Timo. Good. Don't give up. You're going to have to fight.
Good challenge.
Madders.
Really?
Oh, ref!
Madders just went in for a little 50-50 there, and the ref didn't look like he was going to give it, but he does call him back for it. I'm not sure he got a lot of the ball, but it was just shoulders, I thought.
But if you're going to give it, you give it straight away, right? You don't wait until you see who's won the ball. I mean, I guess from an advantage point of view, but there was no way United would get an advantage from where that ball was.
Oh, Garnacho plays a dangerous ball, but United just deal with it. And that's a good ball, just splitting out a few Spurs players in midfield there. And Romero, once again, coming miles out of position. And United are in down the left. They get an early cross in, should be Vicario's.
Wow,
and it is.
Straight to Vicario from Rashford. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to play it across for Xerxes and Garnacho coming in at the back post. But look, Xerxes free. I mean, shocking. But Romero, a couple of times, he's just got out of position and just dived in, and United have taken advantage.
Oh, good football.
Here we go, Kulu.
Decky, find him. Madders now in the middle. It's lovely play, and Werner is out wide. Comes a bit behind him, but he can drive it as fullback here, but he doesn't want to. Garnacho comes to help out his fullback, so it comes inside to Madders. Tries to get an early crossing towards Solanke.
That's all right. It's just cleared out. It's a throw to Spurs. Dogie gets the ball straight away. Bentancur wants it. Gets it back to Mickey. Tottenham just controlling the game here now.
Yeah.
Slowed it down a little bit.
This is what Ange talks about. He wants to control every game.
Bentancur now, a little bit loose there. And United can come if they play the right ball here. Bruno out to Rashford now. Rashford doesn't look like he wants the ball.
Yeah, he chose to go back there, and I'm pleased, but then a little bit easy in central midfield. United have two.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the United. You have to say the United fans really getting on their back here.
This is perfect. This is what we want. So we're third of the way through this half. Porro's asking, come on.
Yeah, it's a throw in.
Get the ball out, Spurs. Don't let them dwell. Solanke there. Kulu.
Oh, Decky didn't really fancy that one.
Got the ours as well.
Yeah.
Porro down the line. Here we go. Dominic Solanke again. Porro gives it away. Here come United.
It's a little bit easy for United in central midfield sometimes, but I guess they'd say the same about when we get it in the transition.
And that's what I mean. We're kind of evenly matched in that sort of midfield area where we kind of, we give it away sort of easily, both parts. Here come the press from Spurs. United beat that now, and now they're going.
To be honest, I think Johnson
forward.
made a bad decision rushing that press there, and now it's Rashford one-on-one against Porro. It's going to run him down the line. You know he is. Porro does well in the end.
Wow, well done, Porro.
Porro did well in the end. He didn't even make a challenge. He kind of almost fancied Rashford to run it out of play himself, and that's exactly what happened. But there was a bit easy there. Brennan Johnson didn't kind of split the two players, rushed in on the press.
Good from Porro there. We need to get hold of this midfield again a little bit. Porro there, beaten again. Rashford, that looks like where they're going to try and go
Well
down.
done, Bentancur, there.
Go on, Mickey. Drive.
Mickey finds a doggy out wide.
Go on.
You doggy
Madders.
little inside towards Madders. And
That's a foul.
Brilliant.
All day long.
It's brilliant play from Madders there. He knows that all he needs to do is feel the touch of the player. That was good stuff from Madders there. Just kind of lulling Ugarte into ploughing into the back of him, winning a free kick when he wasn't really going anywhere.
Romero now. Just playing it with Mickey. Mickey looking. He wants another run. Good ball.
This is where Madders has been closer to Sonny recently, and he's doing the same with Timo, isn't he? Where he's kind of really helping him out on the left-hand side, and that's making the opposition double up on them.
Yeah, it's pulling people out from the middle, and then that creates that space. Bentancur now. Spurs looking for an opportunity. Go on. Bentancur. Oh, he tried the ball.
Yeah,
I think over the top or through the middle, but here come United now.
It's too easy.
Garnacho over the top.
Literally one bad ball there. Was it Romero?
Bentancur.
Bentancur tries to play it through, and United are at us now on the right with Garnacho. Comes back to Mazraoui.
Well done, Timo. Timo, what are you doing?
He did the right thing there first, Timo. He won the ball brilliantly and then tried to weirdly play it backwards. Unfortunately, Mazraoui handballed it. But that's good for Vern. I'd like Werner's confidence to get up because we're going to need him this season, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess Wilson would have probably come in if he hadn't been injured.
Yeah, quite possibly.
So, yeah, that left-hand side, Wilson, now Sonny.
Why is it so easy each time we play a ball forward and lose it? Why does it seem like United just have the freedom of the middle of the park? Just kind of Bentancur working on his own because we got the 2-8s, basically.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's just, here we go, United pressing Vicario, Mickey there.
It's a good ball to Destiny.
Oh,
go on, Destiny.
Go on, Destiny,
Yeah.
go.
Go on, you can outpace him here, Destiny.
Yeah, easy, easy.
It's a good ball. Chance here for Spurs. Chance to Johnson on the right. Oh, it didn't quite... Oh, he's hit the fucking beans on toast. Brilliant attempt from Johnson. All exactly like the goals he scored in the last few weeks, and it hits the far post.
Hey, it just like it was going to be exactly the same as last weekend. Just took it to one side, bang across the goalie.
It was Decky who passed it to him, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Decky that passed it there and hit the post.
Once again, that's what Johnson is absolutely brilliant at. Just get him in that position on the right-hand side for those Kane-esque bottom-left finishes. Very unlucky Brennan Johnson, and very, very fortunate Manchester United.
Oh,
and Udogie is on the floor. Oh, let's hope that's not a muscle injury.
So yeah.
Ben Davis actually isn't on the bench, so that would mean if Udogie was injured, Jed Spence
is saying wait. Romero's saying wait to the bench. What are we saying? I think the medical team are saying yes. Romero's saying no.
This wouldn't be good news for Spurs, I have to say, but also I don't want to make the injury worse, but this looks like a muscle injury or a knee.
Yeah.
No, they're checking for the ACL with the knee there.
That doesn't look
What
good.
happened then? Did Udogie just land awkwardly after playing the pass? Because it was a beautiful pass inside.
Yeah, let's have a look. They're going to show it again now.
Werner did well. So this is they're just showing the replay. Udogie driving at the fullback, and then he just plays the ball. It must have just fell awkwardly because nobody challenged him. Oh, Johnson.
I don't think he didn't stop. He didn't. Let's have a look. If they don't. So he just played it, but he didn't fall over. He didn't do anything.
No, he must have just felt something. It hits the post and comes back out, and not to a Spurs player, unfortunately. 20 minutes gone.
So it looks like. So Jed Spence was stripped and ready, but Udogie looks like he's going to carry on for now. Anyway. So interesting. It's definitely some work both on our right-hand side, their right-hand side, that we can exploit them. Bruno now to Garnacho.
Oh, good play. Oh, they've got wrong side of him. It's going to be a goal.
Xerxes! Oh, it's a great save. Whew, he's just plucked that out. I thought that was a good goal all day long.
Oh.
That's a great save. And Porro and Vicario just now they're trying to exploit Udogie down this down their right hand side, our left. Test out that hamstring or quad or whatever the injury is.
Beautiful
great
ball.
Kulu now. Bentancur to Udogie who's
does well.
Does well. Right out to Werner. Go, Timo, go. Go on,
He
Werner.
has gone down the left this time. It's good.
It's
All
pulled back
the way
and there
across.
was no one there across the 6-yard line.
Beautiful play from Timo Werner. And
Well
that's
done.
really good
That's
stuff.
not a foul, ref. He's got the ball.
Every time Spurs get forward, they look incredibly dangerous. But every
Here we
time they
go.
get forward, it looks like we're going to concede on the transition as well. And same now, Rashford is in on the left. Oh, tries to find Garnacho, but it goes off. Not the cross,
Bentancur
not
left
good enough.
him. Spurs weren't switched on there. That looks offside as well. Bentancur stopped, and then Garnacho was onside. Whew. Luckily, that wasn't given. Right.
Good
Well
ball.
done, Mickey. Well done, Destiny. Oh, here we go. Oh, ref.
Yes, wins a good foul there, Destiny. And I was going to say take your time, but actually Ange doesn't want us ever to take the time. He wants relentlessness.
And that's what I think we're going to find, right? Because there's no gap in play, no break. They're playing straight away. That maybe that's with the amount of games, could that be our downfall?
This week, Jamie Carragher described Tottenham as flat track bullies and who are far too open, too easy to play against. And you got to say, we look beautiful going forward, but also, like I just said, every time we go forward, we look dangerous. We look absolutely at risk as soon as we lose the ball.
Yeah, because it's look at it now. There's literally one player in that midfield.
Yeah.
And the rest is either 4 at the back, 4 at the top. Go on, Timo. Timo looking for it.
Yeah, his
Gets it
touch
back.
is a lot better today than it was against Coventry.
Madders is looking, he's purring. He's trying to get them to... There you
Wins
go
another good
again,
foul.
Madders. Well done.
And he's just pretending to be injured
Pretending
for a
to
second
roll
there.
on the floor.
I really, really hope Udogie is not making his injury worse here.
Fewest touches this match, Brennan Johnson, but he's got the all-important goal.
You rarely see a player smiling before he puts the ball in there. I remember Ross Barkley once celebrating before
Yeah.
putting a ball in net for Everton, I think it was, but Johnson just knew. Oh,
Yeah, he
Vicario,
missed
it's got to
it.
go now. It's got to
Go
go. Oh, Spurs.
Well
Lucky,
done.
lucky boys. Lucky, lucky boys. Spurs
Well done.
gave Vicario. The reason I was saying it's got to go now is because he was on his wrong side, but he played Udogie and put Udogie in trouble, and we nearly gave up a big chance, a gilt-edged chance there. Look, I know it's the way Ange plays, and he'll take responsibility for it. But I say with Vicario, sometimes if it's on your wrong side, that's when you don't take the risk.
Go on, Johnson, run.
Brennan on the right, coming inside, back to Bentancur, out now to Porro. Tries
Go
to
on.
play Johnson in, but
Go on.
Mallow does well. Oh, and Bentancur with a nice back
Well
header.
done. Romero now. Bentancur takes it up. He's got options. He's looking for runners.
Oh, it's a lovely
Oh,
ball.
it's right to Solanke. Oh, he's just lost it again under his feet. Oh, well done. But that's a great turn there. Great from Dominic Solanke.
Did well and used his weight nicely there as well.
Go on,
Decky.
Kulu.
Lovely from Decky. Get across the front of Werner. Do it! Oh, brilliant, brilliant cross from Johnson. And you have to give Mazraoui credit for some fantastic defending because Werner was about to put it in an empty net.
It was nearly a carbon copy of that first goal, but from the other side. Werner was there. Oh, onside as well, and it was literally a tap-in. It would have been a tap-in. It would have been 2-0 Spurs. Oh. And it just bobbled at the time of popping up, so it was a great clearance there from United. Ball back now with Romero to Mickey. He's going to go back to Vicario now.
Gary Neville is absolutely incandescent at Manchester United's performance so far. But you've got to put games like this to bed. You have to put games like this to bed because they will make more chances. They are making half chances. But what we have to do is what we talked about with Ange a lot. He wants the football to happen where you score 4 goals and therefore it's like the chances stop happening for the other team because they're so tired and fed up.
So that was a really loose ball there from Porro, and Udogi's there.
Udogi, use your...
Get there.
Lovely. Solanke, find Werner. You can drive at your fullback, Timo. Doesn't want to. Comes inside again. Does all right. Brings it back to Madders.
Right, Madders to Rodrigo, to Mickey. Mickey, back to Madders.
It looks like, I have to say, it looks like the Spurs players are enjoying playing this.
Yeah.
They're getting a lot of space. And that was not a good ball, though. I think it was Porro, was it? Anyway. Anana now with the ball. 27 minutes gone. De Ligt. Oh, De Ligt just didn't see Solanke at all.
Go on, Solanke.
Oh, and that's a shame.
Is that not a foul?
I think the ref has kind of gone 6-1 there and actually given the throw into Spurs, even though the last thing it was the throw into Spurs.
Yeah,
it was either a foul or it's a goal. It was either a foul to
yeah.
Spurs or a throw into Man United. And referees often even it up like that when they don't know which way to go.
Everyone's saying it. All the commentary on everywhere else. Spurs really do need to get a second goal while they're on top, and we're clearly on top here. But if we just switch off for that split second, we know what could happen. Don't muck about with it.
Now, this is another one where it's on his wrong side and he goes down the line there, Vicar. I don't mind that because he at least got it to the halfway line. He was trying to pick out Werner, but it wasn't quite on the money, and that's fine. Comes back to Onana. Johnson, you've got to work on the right here, mate. Don't lose your... Yeah, that's where you've got to keep working. Well in Bentancur, though. Early ball. Chance here for Johnson on the right. And we've got men in the box. Matters... And a little run from Decky. Lovely run from Decky. He keeps it on nicely. Comes back to Johnson. They're going to open it up again, are they, to Madders? No, Madders does beautifully. Whack it. Oh, there's no one at the back. Post. Werner's got a battle for that.
Well done, Werner.
Well done, Timo. Keep it on. It's going to be a throw into United, but well done, Spurs. I don't mind the fact that that went over Werner's head because you know that he's expecting it to be whipped across the floor.
Yeah.
But in fact, for once, Madders just kind of dinked it instead. Maybe that was because Maratari dealt with it well the previous time. Half an hour gone now.
Bruno just turns that way and creates some space here, but Spurs are keeping with the press, and they've won it back.
Chance for Madders.
Madders.
Oh, he didn't get hold of it. Didn't get hold of it. Shot from outside the box.
Ten Hag just a forlorn statue, a bit like some of these players out on the pitch at the moment. Oh, they've given the ball away again.
Beautiful from Bentancur.
Brilliant. Kulu.
Decky into Werner. Can he get it across? Oh, it's going to be a corner, is it?
Get there, Brennan.
Brennan keeps it on, actually. Martinez at his back.
Ref.
Well done.
Well done, Brennan. Come on, Spurs. 15 minutes to go till half-time. We need another one. Porro's been very quiet this first half. Come on. What amazes me as well these days, they know they can't be offside from a throw-in, but no one goes down that byline to try and just catch them out.
I think it's by design. I don't think Ange likes to go down the byline, even when we're in...
Go on, want it back again.
Chance for Decky. He's got to open it out to Madders, I would have thought. He could have played... He could have been... He has a shot in the end, Kulusevski, and it was on his stronger left side, but I thought he could have shaped to shoot and then just dinked it to his left to Madders, who then would have had the opportunity to either shoot himself from a better position or lay in Werner. But in the end, I think for once, Kulusevski, who I've really enjoyed in that 10 position today so far, I think he made the wrong decision.
Yeah, and the same with Maddison a few moments earlier. Just wins the... Oh, well done, Werner.
Well done, Timo.
Wins the ball back and then... go on, Timo. Wins the ball back and then just chooses the wrong option. Keep going.
Yeah.
Ah, Timo.
He's going to foul him.
Don't foul him. Don't foul him.
Don't foul him, I agree. He does well there, Timo. Wins it back. Well done, Timo.
Well done.
Man on Madders. Well done.
Bentancur is running that midfield. Or is just winning those balls. The press is really working right. Solanke. Good. Go on, Timo.
Come on, quicker. Put him in. Put Madders in. Oh, good ball into Destiny. Chance, bang it. Oh, it's a corner. Destiny Udogi's shot deflected over. We actually caused United a lot of problems from corners in last year's games. We don't cause people a lot of trouble, but we did last season. Romero hit the bar, if you remember.
Yeah. Look, all you can hear are the Spurs fans. You cannot hear United fans. We just had a bit of Can We Sing a Song for You? Come on, Spurs. Another goal here. Mickey or Romero header would be beautiful.
Is it going to be an in-swinger from Madders? Yeah, it is. 32 minutes gone.
Come on, Madders. Got one more pace than he does at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium to get that cross in.
Come to the back stick.
Romero's then. Poro's peeled off.
It's going to be another chance to cross it in. It's a
Ball
decent...
comes in!
Oh my God! A bicycle kick from Romero, just wide. Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the season, because that is a centre half with a side bicycle kick. And Onana wasn't getting there. It's millimetres wide.
Spurs again have won the ball back.
A terrible tackle there. That's going to be a yellow card. Horrible tackle on Udogie, who I'm pleased to say looks okay. Let's hope that this has hit him high and VAR gets involved. It's Mesraoui who's been good today.
Yeah, look, Spurs are just... First Bruno dived in, missed the ball. Oh, that is it.
Yeah, it's only a yellow,
Only
but it's
a yellow.
late.
But this is what we need to do now. He's on a yellow. We need to drive at him.
Yeah.
We need to try and get another foul, get him sent off. And they were saying at the corner, that ball went out, and United just stood there. They weren't moving. They weren't trying to get out. They just let Porro put that ball in. And like you say, if that had gone in the back of the net, what a goal.
Oh, it was so close. It looked like it might have been one of those ones that... Oh, they've gone for a little outside of the boot one to Deki Kulusevski, and Rashford clears it. Oh, well played, Deki. Beautiful. Spurs win it again.
Go on.
Johnson turns out, and there are still men in the box.
Go at him. Go at him.
It's not his style, really. He's going to come back. He's going to come back, and he does. But that was... Oh, he just hits the first man with a left-footed cross. Weirdly, he's happier to cross with
back again. Kulu.
Deki tries to find Werner, and now just one ball, and Garnacho is on out wide. It's a good ball from Garnacho all the way across to Xerxes, and Rashford's in the middle.
Hold him.
Romero's out of position there. Needs to stop the cross. Needs to stop the cross. It comes back. Okay, we've got men now. Stop this ball. It's a bit easy just outside the box for United here, and we don't stop the cross.
Oh, it's too much.
Vicario's
going absolutely mad.
We never stop the crosses. We never get tight on the crosses. And that ball to the back stick is always, always on. And in the end, it was another bad cross. And it went off. It went off for a goal kick rather than putting Garnacho in at the back stick. 35 minutes gone.
Madders.
Oh, Madders going for the big up and under there. And Solanke putting on the burners just in case. Get it
you never know what. You never know what Onana's going to do. And the United fans are on their backs.
Solanke working his nuts off again.
And the press now. Madders is going for the press. On the lit. Keep going, Madders.
Martinez gets away from him, and then just an easy ball over the top, but Romero does well.
And heads it back to Vicario. Well done.
Okay, don't play it while Udogie's doing his lace-up. Okay, he's back.
Didn't listen to you.
No.
But it's fine.
35 minutes. You'd have to say at this point, United begging to get in at half-time at 1-0.
Yeah, Spurs, we need to get another goal before half-time. Because you just saw then, one pass, Garnacho on the halfway line.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah, Mickey just gave Werner a very difficult pass. And Van der Ven's out of position now. And that's a good tackle from Bentancur. But no, Garnacho's in. Big chance, United. What is Deki trying to do? But he's in the right position. In the end, Spurs clear.
Go on, Solanke.
Go on, make him head it out.
Go on.
There's nobody going to be anywhere near him here, Dominic Solanke. I knew I knew he wouldn't give that. He was wrong side. And we got to be careful here, Spurs. Yeah. Over the top. It's Rashford up against Porro. Show him the outside. Show him the outside. Show him the outside. And he has to come back in the end. That was good defending. Now stop the cross. Rashford again. He's going to cross this left-footed this time. It's a good ball to the back stick where Garnacho is free.
Oh, he's hit the outside of the post.
I just talked about how the ball to the back stick is always on. We never learn.
And he was onside by a long way. And it was on the outside of the post. Vicario was there.
He's not saving this if this is on the inside. He's not saving it.
No.
There's no way at that pace. It was a great volley.
Yeah.
I do understand that the danger for Udogie is the narrow there. I do get it, but also it happens so often to us. Oh, it's good football on the right to get out of the press.
That's a foul.
And
that
Solanke
time.
does well.
Done, Solanke. Trying to get the ball. Kulu's saying, ref, I'm trying to get the ball.
I knew it when we didn't get that foul for Solanke in central midfield. I knew that we wouldn't be set. And it just took one ball and then pretty much one easy cross to the back stick. And they hit the post. They will make chances. That's why we've got to be clinical. It feels like the Newcastle game, I'm afraid to say. It feels like the Newcastle game where we're in so many good positions in the final third, but the final ball isn't perfect.
Yep, that first got... Oh, my God.
They're in here. Garnacho's going to be in. Mickey van der Ven,
Mickey.
no. He's in a good position. I was lucky it's van der Ven that side, but Garnacho tries to play them through. And Destiny does well now. And there's a transition for Spur, but...
Go on,
chance, stay on side. Werner's
Go
in.
on.
Werner's in one-on-one.
Go on,
no
Werner.
one's backing him here. He's saved Onana. To be fair to Werner, he got his shot away. He got his shot away. I will give him credit for that. And the United fans are up because they knew that was the chance.
And this game's stretched now. It feels a bit like carrier bag the other night. Oh, and they've given it away, United. Go on, Spurs, go.
Oh, was Johnson enough there?
Oh, ref! That's
a yellow.
card.
Who is it? Dallo. He had to take it.
And give it to Bruno as well for arguing with the ref. That's outrageous. Right, both fullbacks now on yellow cards. Come on, Spurs.
Decky does beautifully back. Gary Neville on Co-Coms is saying now Spurs have been very good, but they should be miles ahead. The Werner one, I hate to say it, but I said it. No one's backing him here, and we weren't. But I saw a very similar one last season where he didn't even get his shot away. And it nearly went through Onana's legs, but he never backs himself. And unfortunately, there wasn't another option. No one was near him. Could he have taken it round him to the left?
Yeah, he could. He had so much time, and I think he just... Sometimes he had maybe had too much time.
Gary Neville saying it now. You have a feeling when he goes through... sometimes you have a feeling when someone goes through that you're confident they're going to score, and he didn't have that feeling. I think that's fair to say. But Werner, I'm going to say he'll get lots of stick, but he's played well. Free kick to Spurs now. Players all in the box. Van der Ven in there. Romero in there. 39 minutes gone. Spurs should be out of sight in this game. Matters whipping it in. It's a good-looking ball, that. Chance on the rebound to Van der Ven. Good strength.
Oh, go on, hit it.
It's a corner.
That's a corner. Well done, Spurs. Come on.
It came to Brennan Johnson, who hits an interesting one on the volley, and Xerxes gets in the way. He's asking for a pen from the referee. I don't think you're going to get it from that block there, mate.
Right, Kulu. Nothing short here, Spurs. Get it right in.
I would have been a moment in time if that had gone through Onana's legs from Werner. Sonny would have absolutely...
Yeah.
But anyway, in-swinging corner from Decky coming in now. Oh, it's flicked on at the near post and nearly gets to the far post. Bentancur's strong there. And Solanke does beautifully. Oh, anywhere else on the pitch, that's a foul, ref, by the way. Oh, Maddison. Brilliant from Maddison. Absolutely brilliant from Maddison. Oh, and Johnson tries to put...
Go on, QT. Werner. Oh. Go on.
Oh, no. QT Romero's just tried to take them on the edge of the box, and United, he is working back, Romero. Well, he's just trying to correct his mistake now, but United have men forward on the transition, and Bruno's trying to look for them over the top. But Solanke gets himself in a good blocking position there, and he has to slow it down, but that's easy into central midfield. Oh, well played. Mickey van der Ven stops a through ball that would have got Garnacho in.
Oh, ref!
But that is a horror show. What is he doing there? Fernandez, how...
Yes!
Straight red card, Fernandez!
See you later,
41st minute, a horrible challenge.
See you later, rat. What was I saying about Bruno? Good job, I did take him out of my fantasy team.
Now he's arguing with the ref. But
No
I
way.
think he hit a leg out, he dangled a leg out, and he's got him on the knee, it looked to me. What do you think, Barry?
Yeah, I'll have to see it again, but it didn't look good, did it?
Because he's trying to stop him, and anything high won't get turned over, I don't think. Anything, it's Matters.
Oh, no, that's a red all day long. All day long.
Gary Neville is saying on Co-Coms that's not good. That is a foul of frustration, isn't it?
Oh.
He did slip, but that's not going to save him. I don't think, if that saves him, yeah, I don't think he's going to get away with that. That is a foul of frustration. He does slip a bit, but then,
Yeah. No.
not in the current day. You can't get away with that. And Matters helps by going down like he's been shot. I want to hear Roy Keane at half-time.
I can't believe he's still on the pitch. You've been sent off, mate. Go.
No, mate. I'm the captain. I don't get sent off. I'm the captain. And now he's trying to have a go at Madders, but he's caught him high.
Saying, come on, mate. You caught me high.
Okay, Madders, get yourself out of there. I know you're trying to be matey, but get yourself out of there. Don't get involved. Now is the time to push. Now be relentless.
We were just saying before this game started, I don't know if there'll be a lot to talk about after this game. There's certainly been a lot in this first 42 minutes so far.
Name me one club who could find a way not to win this game from here.
Yeah. I'm not saying it. It's all going, the footballing gods are on our side at the moment. Let's not upset them.
Listen. If you were neutral watching this game, you would be like, Tottenham should be 5-0 up. He deserved to be sent off. But because I'm a Spurs fan, I'm like, I have to be realistic about this.
Yeah.
But we've absolutely taught them a lesson in this half.
We just haven't been clinical, which is what we were saying.
Get me a side feed, another screen to watch Mark Goldbridge right now.
Oh, and they're bringing on Mason Mount. So who are they taking off?
Ex-Chelsea.
It's going to be boos at half-time from United fans.
Well, you'd think it'll be Xerxes, Rashford or Garnacho. I want it to be Garnacho. Is he taking Mainu off?
Yeah. What? Unless Mainu's injured, because Mainu did go down.
Or is he making a double sub, maybe?
Yeah. I think Mainu went down in the aftermath. He looks injured. He looks like he's going straight down right down the channel. Now he's saying someone hurt him or something. I don't know. He's not happy, Mainu.
Interesting they brought Mount on for Mainu. You'd think the natural one would be Casemiro for Mainu, wouldn't you? Anyway, the game gets started as well. Mount. Yeah.
Oh.
Mount hasn't come on yet.
That's weird.
Really weird. So are they down to 9 for now?
Yeah.
Well played. Deki Kulusevski down the left.
So they're playing with 9. Now they're making the sub.
That was weird. But anyway, Mount is now on the pitch, and the United fans boo because they found something that they can actually all agree on. 44 minutes gone. There will be some extra added time here. I do wonder a little bit, Barry, and this is obviously my Spurs fanness negativity. United will now have to play a lot more narrow and tight, and it might make it more difficult for us to play the kind of really good football we've been playing. Lovely show from Solanke there. Oh, couldn't quite hold it up. Oh, you got to work here, Werner.
Work. 4 minutes? 5 minutes.
Romero just absolutely...
Right, come on, Spurs. Go for the... Like Barnaby said, get on their throats here. He's on a yellow card. Drive at him.
Lovely into Johnson from Kulusevski. Tries to get the return.
Go on. Oh, ref, he can't foul there. What is that all about? He's giving it against Johnson. Oh, my God.
That is exactly the challenge, isn't it, that they disallowed a Watford goal against Man City for the other day.
And Johnson's been booked.
We've got to be careful to not allow the crowd to get us a man sent off here.
So look, obviously we'll see it again and again and again, that Bruno challenge. Yes, he slipped, but his leg then lifted. If he was slipping, he's not lifting his...
he knew what he was doing.
He knew what he was doing. Oh, right. Bit sloppy now, Spurs.
5 minutes added at the end. Alex in the chat says, never read slipped and touched him with the side of his foot. Well, it doesn't matter where on your foot it is if it's knee high, I'm afraid, in this day and age. You know, is it violent conduct? I would say no, but that's just the reality of it. Anyway, United now. Well done, Destiny does beautifully on Garnacho. Well, that was less of a foul there than the Brennan Johnson one. But anyway, relentless. We've taken it quickly to Maddison.
Spurs smell blood here.
If Spurs could get a second, if Spurs get the next goal, this could be a hammering. Honestly, and it doesn't have to be before half-time, but I just mean next goal. Well done, Deki Kulusevski, showing his strength back to goal there and praise it out to Werner.
Go on, he's on a yellow card. Run at him. Run at him. He's on a yellow. And yes, Timo.
He does, and it's a dink to the back stick.
Ref!
Oh, my God. I'll tell you what, Johnson just had his shirt pulled in the box, goes down, and the ref didn't give it, and he's lucky. Anywhere else on the pitch, absolute free kick.
It's the consistency from the officials again.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. The key at this point actually is just to not allow the crowd or them to get us a man sent off. They will be desperate to level it up. And at halftime will just say, keep the tempo, keep being relentless, keep driving at them. Yeah, Gary Neville saying he thinks they'll boo at halftime in a big way. Oh, Spurs had 3 men around there, but none of them could get hold of it as it was zipped into midfield. And that's too easy.
Too easy now.
Okay, that's gone the wrong way, though. And Bentancur in a good position.
Right, Timo, get the ball, Timo. Don't leave it for destiny. Get there. Now go. Drive.
He just wants to get himself back in position, doesn't he, Timo, there?
Mickey's like, come on.
Ange won't like this because Spurs are starting to slow it down before half-time. And look, Mason Mount has then just absolutely charged into Bentancur, and he's lucky not to get... He is getting booked, and rightly so. I have to say, it was a ridiculous tackle. Completely unnecessary.
Yeah. And now Mount has just told the ref where to go. And
go on,
theory,
get yourself sent off.
That should be a second yellow.
Get yourself sent off, you Chelsea twat.
That should be a second yellow. Because I think we all saw what he mouthed to the referee, and I don't think he wouldn't have said it either. Madders now. It's gonna. Oh, we thought he was gonna whip one in there. Romero. 1.5 minutes left. Mickey out to Werner now. Udogi's on the overlap.
He could play that little ball to Udogi.
Yeah,
he has
lovely.
done. Udogi's at the byline now. Can
Get
you
it
get
in?
He cuts back. Timo. It's going to go back to Van der Ven, surely. No, he doesn't. He goes across to Romero, who's got Porro near him.
Kulu's loitering. I was trying to find the word. Here we go.
Oh, tries to play
Porro
Kulusevski
again. Poor ball. But he's got it back. Well done, Porro.
United fans groaning at every missed pass.
Every missed tackle. Everything that doesn't go their way.
Oh, Decky nearly making a little run over the top there.
Porro.
Man on. Well done, Brennan Johnson. You've got to be careful, though, because don't dive at any point, because they will send you off. Lovely ball.
Oh, that was lovely play for...
Oh, it's actually good defending in the end by Martinez. Go on, Werner. You've got to work, mate. Werner, you've got to work. And Garnacho's... Mickey Van der Ven's going to put on the afterburners here.
Yes, Mickey. You're not beating Mickey in a race.
20 seconds. Just keep this tight here, boys. Garnacho with the throw.
That was lovely play again on the edge of the box from Spurs. Just that final ball. It's good defending from Martinez. Yeah, Matt, you're right. Bentancur has been everywhere this half, which is why I think that's why he started. I think we'll see a change in the second half because he's going to be absolutely
Porro,
shattered.
just stay tight to him here. Ref, we'll have that. Half-time. Huge boos around Old Trafford for what I have to say... I've given Manchester United some fearful stick over the last 18 months, couple of years. That is one of the worst performances I've seen by a Manchester United team at Old Trafford for a long time. They're down to 10 men because their captain, Bruno Fernandes, got frustrated, slipped over and then put his foot up to James Maddison's knee. Tottenham should have 4 or 5 goals, I would say. Yeah. We haven't been clinical enough. It's been narrow. Around the 18-yard box, we've been trying to play intricate little 1-2s, but it's been beautiful to watch, and they've been relentless, just like Ange Postecoglou wants them to be. Barry, in a second, we'll go through kind of chance by chance what happened, but what are your overall feelings?
Well, my overall feelings is that I don't want it to come back and bite us in the arse in the second half because we have been absolutely, on top, dominant. We've had chance after chance. A lot of people saying 4 or 5 nil up at half time. Yeah, look, the red card was a red card. Look, I think we just need to go out that second half and we need to get that early goal, make it 2-0. They're then going to have to come at us, create some more space. We make some subs, 3-0, 4-0. Be magic. But like you said,
you're going to get yourself memed.
Is it going to be a 2-1?
Yeah.
Spurs clinging on at the end.
Scotty English in the comments giving me a lot of abuse. Barnaby, you creep. Barnaby and Ange out.
Okay.
I think maybe Scotty's probably not quite as old as me and therefore not used to the disappointment of situations where we should be, many, many goals up, but we find a way not to win. But listen, as I said earlier, and I'll say it again, Tottenham have been unbelievable in that half. One of the best displays by a Spurs team for a long, long time. And considering we were playing late into the night on Thursday night, really, really impressive. I'm going to go into some of the the highlights of the half. Van der Ven, second minute, run the length of the pitch, took on 3, 4, 5 United defenders, got to the byline, and then at that moment where you're thinking he's a centre-half, he weighs about 15 stone. There's no way he can get the perfect cross across the 6-yard box, and he absolutely drills it across, and Brennan Johnson gets to the back post, has a tap in, completely free, smiling before he even gets his foot on the ball. And I have to say, for all the abuse Johnson has got, and I'm not just saying this because he scored 4 on 4, he's always been absolutely elite at getting into that back post area when we're at the byline on the other side. You're happy for him, Barry?
Yeah, look, 100% that, you know, it was, I mean, what a start. We were sat here thinking, well, how's this going to play out? And, you know, Mickey van der Ven, just again, like he did against Everton, just drove the length of the pitch, just kept on going. And look, if that's a message to the other players, you know, to Werner, to to Johnson, to Kulu, to Solanke, to Madders, is just to drive at those players because the space just opened up. It was like a parting of the Red Sea. No one wanted to make a challenge. No one wanted to get in there. It's just fantastic. A fantastic start, but we didn't then take advantage. We didn't capitalise.
So after that, in the kind of next 10 minutes or so, 8-9 minutes or so, we had a couple of chances from situations where we won the ball high up the pitch. The pressing has been absolutely immense, and then just didn't make the final pass count, which has been a bit of a common theme over the first half. Then we had a good chance in the 10th minute. Madders was in after a beautiful 1-2 with Decky Kulusevski, who played an almost Cruyff turn, no-look 1-2. Madders was in the little left-hand channel of the penalty area. Onana comes out with him, gives it the star-shaped Schmeichel, and Madders tries to do what he did against Brentford with a little left foot dink, doesn't quite get it over Onana. It was a decent save.
Yeah, it was, and I think you know Maddison again. He tried to do what he did last week, but he just the keeper came out and stayed big. And I think if he'd gone for that near post or gone to hit it hard, he might have had more of a chance. But yeah, it was a good save by Onana.
More good stuff in midfield in the 11th minute between Madders and Decky Kulusevski, who I have to say their relationship in those 2 8-10 roles is really blossoming, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and we saw it 1, 2, 3, 4, a number of times in that where they were the play, and even towards the end of that half, where it's just that final ball, the intricate passes that they're playing was just delightful to watch.
We got a super chat from Vinicius Carrera who says, anything different than a big win. The players must be accomplished. Ange coached an easy 4-0 even without the red card. We need to be killers. I think he's saying basically, we may well have won this game 4-0 even without the red card, but we now need to be clinical, and I would completely agree. A couple of little chances in that first 15 minutes on the transition for United. It was very much like if we didn't make a good ball into the final third, United only had to play one ball to then have a lot of space in central midfield. I made a note of one where we were saved in the 13th minute because Rashford got in down the left and then had quite an easy cross he could have made across the front, but actually put it straight into Vicario's hands. Yeah,
Xerxes was clear and free in the box. A better ball, and you know that's 1-1, and you know the game's changed. But yeah, he just seemed to pass it out just straight to Vicario. Madness, and like you said, down that they started on that left hand side when there was that scare with Adoji with the injury. They obviously went with Garnacho on that right-hand side, and a couple of times Bentancur stopped and the ball wasn't great again. Garnacho was onside, and Garnacho obviously had that shot, that volley, that again he slipped, and it hit the outside of the post. And I think you're right. If that had gone anywhere near the inside of the post, Vicario's not stopping it just because it would have hit him and just gone in.
Absolutely. Then in the 19th minute, actually, it was Spurs who hit the post with Brennan Johnson getting into the position where I think he's at his absolute most dangerous, that kind of inside right position, inside the box. And he was set free by Kulusevski. He's still got a defender in front of him, but he gets his shot away and it hits the far left-hand side post and bounces out to a Manchester United defender. Johnson's looked fantastic, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. And you know, 4 in 4. We said it. We wanted 4 in 4. I think what's the record? 10 in 10 or something for goals for.
Is it?
For
is that Jamie?
Is it? I don't know who, or is it a Premier League record?
Is that Jamie Vardy?
Yeah, I think so. So look, Johnson's doing what he's doing. He's doing well, and yeah, I mean, look, he got a little bit silly with that yellow card. So you know, we need to watch that in the second half because, like you said, United are going to be very clever. They're going to want to try and even things up. But yeah, Johnson's been fantastic. He played that ball across as well for Werner. He just seems a different player, different player from three weeks ago even.
Yeah. Then in the 20th minute, Destiny Udogie went down with what looked like an injury that might take him off. Jed Spence was about to come on, but Udogie said, let me see if I can run it off. It'll be interesting to see if he comes on for the second half. Then in the 21st minute, pretty much the only time that Vicario had to get involved at all. And what happened was the ball came across from the right-hand side, from Garnacho's side, and it was Xerxes just kind of stretching to try and get something on it. And Vicario had to go full length to his right, got one hand on it and actually caught it. Very, very impressive from him. Werner in the 23rd minute did well to get to the byline. A brilliant cross across the box, but nobody there. And then you mentioned Johnson's great cross to Werner that Mazraoui actually did really well to get in the way of. But actually Mazraoui has been booked as well. Both United fullbacks have been booked, as well as, of course, Bruno's red card. A shot for Madders in the 29th minute outside the box. Didn't quite get hold of it, but that was another example of Spurs with the high press, winning the ball up. Oh yeah, they've just shown the Fernandes thing again. He knows he's in trouble straight away. But yeah, so like I was saying, just another example, time after time, relentlessly in that first half, Spurs have won the ball high off United as they've tried to play around us. The press has been incredible. 31st minute, Destiny had a shot just over the bar, deflected for a corner. And then one of my moments of the half, 32nd minute, a little bit of a scramble around the box after a corner, comes to Romero and he goes for the side bicycle kick. And it was millimetres wide. Onana was not getting that. That technique from Romero, Argentinian stuff.
Yeah, look, it was brilliant from Romero. It was at that time we were thinking, right, we're on top. We need to get this second goal. I mean, looking at the stats, we've had 63% possession in that first half. Yep. 12 shots to United's 3. Who would have thought we were the away side? I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, completely true. You mentioned the chance in the back. The chance in the 36th minute where the ball came to the back stick. One of the areas where Tottenham are at their most dangerous, I'd say, is defending crosses from the far left-hand side as the opposition look at it, that comes over our left back, and it came to Garnacho, who got a really good volley on it, hit the outside of the post. Then in the 38th minute, we put Werner in one-on-one in the left channel. First touch was decent, got him away from the defender. Second touch was okay, set him up for his shot. And then Onana was kind of at him, and it so nearly went through Onana's legs. What Onana had done by narrowing the angle actually really opened up the chance for Werner to maybe take it round him on the left. And I wonder if Sonny, I think, in that position would have either opened his body up to shape it round into the bottom left-hand corner, or maybe he'd have taken another shot to round Onana. But Werner didn't have the confidence to do either of those things and kind of scuffed his shot straight down the middle. You never felt confident about that, did you? No,
look, and I think if you look at the two players, Onana and Werner, I think Onana was in the perfect position. But like you said, if Werner had just taken it past him, I think he had a massive opportunity there.
If he'd taken it past him on his left side, would you have backed him to put it into an empty net?
Probably not, no. So look, we
saved himself some abuse.
I guess we never know. But look, I think it's just the positioning. He just wasn't set up for it. And I guess, look, if it was Sonny, if he'd gone round the keeper, we'll never know, right? It's just unfortunate that he didn't have if it'd gone in the back of the net, we would thoroughly deserve to be 2-0 up. But it is what it is, and we're still only 1-0 up going into It kind of felt like the half was petering out a little bit, and then all of a sudden, with that red card, it just kind of exploded.
Yeah, it did, and that red card came in the 40th minute. And for you, Barry, no doubt that it was a red.
Yeah, look, I'm seeing messages from a United fan that's there saying it's not a red. Chelsea fans, no way. He's lost his balance. Doesn't mean it's intentional. Portuguese fans, it's the slip that causes the momentum, makes it look worse. But for me, if you look at it again, take the emotion out of it and watch it back, I think, yes, he did slip. But there's no way that the slip would mean that his leg was going towards his knee. I think it caught him halfway up the shin. And I think, like you said, the way that the rules are, or the laws are now, it's only going to be a red card.
At the end of it, Gary Neville on CoCom's Man United fan, and he was like, yeah, you're never getting that turned round. The reality of it for me was, Bruno Fernandes is incredibly frustrated because he and his team are playing really badly. He knows that Maddison has got the half turn on him and he's about to break through into a huge gap in central midfield. As he's trying to make that tackle, he slips, and then he's like, well, I still can't let him get away. So his only option on the slip then is to lift his leg, and he's not in control of his leg, and it's high. And therefore, no argument, I'm afraid. If it was a Spurs player, I couldn't have any argument. And that's why Gary Neville is saying, you're not going to get that turned over. It's a red card. Then in the 45th, and actually, just before we get to that, surprisingly then, they brought on Mason Mount for Kobe Mainu in midfield. So, Yeah, fascinating as to why that happened. Is that Mainu having an injury, maybe?
Yeah, I think I was watching it, and while everything else was going on, and Mainu went down, and obviously we saw him go straight off and straight down the tunnel. So I think something had happened. He gestured to the subs that someone had gone in the back of him, one of the Spurs players. But yeah, look, that happened. But then they didn't make the sub, so they were playing with 9 men for maybe 30 seconds, 45 seconds,
Yeah.
and then Mount comes on. And then just stupidly goes absolutely through. I don't know who it was when absolutely.
It was Bentancur.
Was it Bentancur?
Yeah.
Gets himself booked. Not only does he then get himself booked, he's then remonstrating with the referee, which in my view could have quite easily seen him get sent off as well.
Yeah.
Especially for the language that he was using.
He got away with that, and that was only a minute after actually Brennan Johnson got fouled twice in very quick succession, one of which could easily have been a penalty, had his shirt tugged back. But the first one, just before that, he got fouled. The ref didn't give it, but while he's going down, Johnson's put his hands on the ball, and the refs then booked Brennan Johnson. So you mentioned that earlier, but it's very important that we remain calm. Johnson doesn't do anything that could be deemed to be a dive, because they will find a way to try and get him booked. So that was the first half. Let's go into some of your comments, guys. Really appreciate you guys getting in the comments. Please don't forget, we really appreciate if you could press a like on this video. It helps it get seen by more people, helps the algorithm push it up to more Spurs fans. So get the like button pressed. Do subscribe to We Are Tottenham TV if you're not already. Also, in the title, if you like hearing my dulcet tones, my channel is in the title, @BarnabySlater_, where I bring you daily Tottenham Hotspur content and Premier League transfer content. And also, you can, if you like to listen to that stuff as an audio podcast, type in the Spurred On podcast in Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Let's get in the chat, though. Designed to Win Liu says, Fernandes is a cynical player, was totally intentional. Now, Barry, I don't know what you think, but personally, I think he is a cynical player. I don't know if it was intentional, for instance, for him to hurt him, but the intention was to stop him breaking through, and he went in too high. Yeah,
he did. Look, I think if, regardless of whether he slipped, it probably would have been worse if he didn't slip, because he would have literally put one on him. Look, I think it's. I think everyone's kind of called it out. Bruno Fernandes as captain of Manchester United. When you've seen the great captains that they've had in the past, yeah, I don't really understand how he fits that mould with anything like that. And look,
he certainly whinges too much. That's the thing that I really hate about him.
And he was on the pitch for another minute or even 2, whinging about the decision. It's like the decision's been made. VAR, obviously, like Gary Neville said, it's not going to get overturned. So look, if we didn't have VAR, the refs made a decision straight away.
Yeah.
Just take it.
I think what United are going to be trying to do here is stay in the game for as long as they can, play narrow and tight, and then hope that they can get it to about 80 minutes and then take some chances. I said it at the end of the first half. What Spurs need to do is get this next goal, play smart. You went through some of the possession. Like you said, 63% possession to Spurs, 37 to United. 12 shots to Spurs in that first half, 3 to United. 4 on target to 2 to United. And in terms of passes, 323 to Tottenham, 189 to Manchester United. Casemiro is coming on in the second half. I can just see that.
Yeah, and I've taken Xerxes off. So this is going to be interesting to see.
And Jed Spence has come on for Destiny Udogie, and that is a worry to me, because that means that Udogie may well have caused himself more of a mischief by staying on in that first half. He did play well, I thought, Udogie, but
yeah, I guess it's a bit like Mickey when he hyperextended his knee, stayed on, didn't he? And then obviously he was then out.
Him for a few games. But this is a big chance for Jed Spence. And again, shows why it was important that he came into pre-season with a newfound motivation.
Yeah, and look, I think you saw what he did when he scored the other week. He's definitely going to be pushing up on that left-hand side. It's a great ball there, Solanke.
Oh, I don't think he was. I thought he brought himself back on.
I'm not sure.
But it was a nice show for Solanke, and Romero found him between the lines. So who they brought Casemiro on for, sorry, Barry?
Xerxes. And United are playing it now. Now what we've got to do, Mount's on a yellow card. Both fullbacks for United are on yellow cards. We need to drive at them and get them another yellow card. The ball over the top here. Rashford is onside.
Kick it out.
Vicario comes out, plays it long. Are we going to see the flag go up? No. Here we go. Solanke pushing it back. De Ligt now. Martinez with the captain's armband by the looks of it.
Werner pressing his fullback. Oh, Madders dived in there. He's got to be careful. United have actually started pretty well this half, they got space. Oh, yeah, that's silly. I don't mind that for Madders, actually.
No, I don't mind that. To break the game up.
Casemiro just felt his arm in the back, but can you hear the fans? Yeah. Every time there's a foul that Spurs make, the fans are going to try and get the player booked. They didn't get him booked that time, but that's how the fans can get involved in this game, and Spurs have to play smart. There have been times where Tottenham in the last season and a half have been a little bit naive in these situations, and we need our leaders, like Romero, the captain, to step up and play smart and not allow us to get sucked in. Solanke uses his strength well there, and Spurs are in down the right with Johnson.
Here we go.
No one in the back post yet. He's got to wait. He tries to put Kulu in. Goal! Greggy Kulusevski!
Johnson with an assist.
That is exactly what we needed.
Yes! Let's go, Spurs! In front of the away fans. A goal in the first couple of minutes in the first half. The second one in the second half. Can we believe? Can we start to believe?
Does he volley that in with the outside of his left foot? It's a very difficult finish, I think, that, because it comes... Basically, Johnson is in down the right. He waits and waits and waits, tries to lay it across on the floor to Kulusevski, but it bounces off the defender and comes up high. And in the end, if I remember this rightly, and they're going to show it now on the replay, he has to kind of volley it from very high in past Onana. Solanke started it beautifully in midfield by using his muscle and his strength to outfight the midfielder. Now here's Johnson in on the right, tries to cut it in, it flicks up. It's a beautiful finish, high on his left foot with his laces.
Lovely Kulu.
And I said it, that's what Tottenham needed. United came out actually playing pretty well here. But
outside of his boot.
It's 6 yards, and it's a beautiful finish.
And that all came from Lisandro Martinez diving in on the halfway line, and Ten Hag is just shaking his head. Now Spurs, we got the second.
Hammer down, Tottenham. This is what Ange has been saying the whole time. Hammer down, put your foot on their throat, and you get into a situation in a game where they don't have the strength to make the chances anymore. This is what all the Celtic fans have been saying. This is what all the reports from the guy who's written this book, Ange Ball, who's been on all the podcasts in the last week, are saying. It will click at some point, and Tottenham need to make it click. Is this the opportunity to do that and lay down a real marker?
Look, we never get another opportunity. 2-0 up. At Old Trafford, playing against 10 men. Right. Porro now. Great ball from Porro. Go on.
Actually, Martinez did well there. It was just a lovely little dink ball over the top from Porro towards Solanke, and Martinez just got a little foot on it. Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2, 49 minutes gone. So far, this has even made me forget about my hangover, which I didn't think was possible. Romero just wins that long ball that came over the top from Onana, heads it down nicely to Bentancur, who has even more space now in midfield than he did in the first half. Into Maddison. Tempo, boys. I'm up for us keeping the tempo up.
Keep going. Get them. Get the foot is on the throat now.
United now playing.
Carry on.
United playing Garnacho on the left, Mount on the right with Rashford down the middle.
Go on, Werner.
Oh, Timo.
Werner.
It's just done. Oh,
why are you?
He's such a weirdo. He's so.
Go on.
Don't foul him.
Don't foul him.
No, he wants to, does well. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done, United. They got out of a hole there pretty well, to be honest.
I don't know why he was trying to play that back. 2 or 3 times he's tried that.
He can press well because it doesn't involve any confidence, but then when he has to actually kind of make a decision to go forward, he'd actually, what he'd done is he'd done a nice little shimmy.
Yeah.
And he got through and then he was like, I'm in. I'll go backwards.
I'm too far up. I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And the Ange Postecoglou song comes out from the Spurs fans. You'd have to say if Tottenham score the next goal here, you could see this maybe being the end for Ten Hag.
Yeah, 100%. I think if we get another one... Go on, Jed.
Go on, Jed.
Go on, drive.
They don't know much about Jed. He's
on,
driving,
Jed.
and he's towards the byline. He does well.
Back post!
Oh, Johnson made a lovely run. It comes to Porro.
Just off balance there.
Porro gets smashes it across the box, and actually Onana reads it.
United fans trying to get something into their team here.
The only thing that could go worse for United right now is a third goal, or if it starts to rain at the Theatre of Streams. I've been waiting all day to get that out.
Well done, Werner. Right now, go. Oh, so frustrating.
Bentancur does well again in midfield there. Just do it easy. Well done, Spurs.
Mickey's trying to say, look, Rashford. So Rashford looks like he's up front on his own. Now, Kulu.
They're not doing an Arsenal because Rashford's not really working back very much. They're not doing the old... And they can't because they're 2-0 down. They're not going the old 11 behind the ball. Make sure we don't concede.
Spence going on the overlap.
Jed's got lucky off Werner there. Jed's done well. Why not have a dig, Jed?
Penalty!
He's not going to give that. The ref's not going to give it. Bottled it. Anywhere else on the pitch, it would be a foul. Once again. And Mazraoui probably would have been sent off if he'd given that.
No,
he got a tiny bit on the ball. Lucky boy.
Lucky boy.
Kaylee Davis with the super chat. Thank you for writing in. And that, let's see if I can get that up. Yeah. Oh, is it? Anyway, more goals, please, from Kaylee. Come on, you Spurs. Thank you for sending that in. Appreciate it. Yeah, I agree. More goals, please.
Yeah, it wasn't a pen. He got the ball. But maybe, like you said, Barnaby, anywhere else on the pitch, it would have been interesting.
Well, that's where I just don't get reffing. I really don't. How can it possibly be a different foul in the box? It doesn't make any sense. Romero and Van der Ven and Benteke are now just trying to draw on the likes of Garnacho and Rashford to play it around them and give more space to the midfield. And that's what happened as Maddison now finds Porro out on the right.
Johnson on the overlap. Go on.
Brennan now driving. Slows it down. Nice ball into Decky. Lovely ball to put. Beautiful football. Porro ends up with the left foot shot.
This is great football. Come on, Spurs. Here we go. Press Solanke.
Oh, it's a good ball from Onana. And Jed does, is that handball? It's not a purposeful handball. That can't be a yellow card.
Oh, wow.
How can that be do you see what I mean, though? The ref is being suckered in by the fans here.
Yeah.
Jed Spence booked for basically when he's so close to him.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, it's a yellow card.
It's probably a yellow card. Come on, Spurs.
Just need to be careful that someone like Spence isn't a bit naive and gets suckered into making a challenge he doesn't want to make and getting another yellow. Romero out wide now with Garnacho.
That looked out.
He tried to flick it past him, I think. Yes, Christian, driving out of the back. Now give a good ball. Oh, it is a good ball. Lovely touch from Madders. And that's a yellow card. Is it Martinez? Is he already booked?
No. Another one. Another one being booked.
It's a terrible tackle, that.
That's a terrible tackle. Let's have a look at this.
Oh, it's 2 feet as well. It's ploughed through him with 2 feet. Okay. It's only kind of in the end 2 feet. It's probably not as he goes past him.
Yeah. I think there's another red card in this game.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right.
But I think something's gonna boil over.
Spurs need to be street smart. They need to be street smart. I'm worried about Spence in particular, I have to say, just because he's not got rhythm from games. Lovely ball from Mickey Van der Ven.
Go on, Werner. Just gave up.
He didn't have the pace for him there. Mazraoui's quite quick. And in the end, it's a goal kick. I think with Werner, look, sometimes it's just about the belief. Like, he could have had the pace to win that, I think.
Yeah, I think Wayne Rooney looks happy.
Jesus Christ. They're showing Wayne Rooney in the crowd. He looks
ready for Father Christmas, isn't
inflated.
He's ready to go, and he's going to be doing Father Christmas down in Plymouth, down in the shopping centre, Drake's Circus.
Spurs have won it back already, and it comes to Vicario. He's gone the wrong way there, I have to say.
Good.
That's a good ball.
Go on, Cooley, turn.
Oh, beautiful from Decky. Man on your back. Great strength from Kulusevski. Put Werner's in again. Oh, he's missed it. Solanke. Oh, two good saves.
Timo, you should have scored there. You're not helping your cause, Timo. Wow.
He takes it earlier this time.
Again, in the position, he didn't look right, did he? Just on his feet. Oh.
Thing is, if he was to score one of these, I think it could end this lack of confidence that he's got in. He made the right run. It was the right ball. Beautiful strength from Kulusevski. My God. Kulusevski is my man of the match at the moment, by the way.
Bentancur. Him and Bentancur have been fantastic today.
Yeah.
Romero and Kulu just playing like they're the only ones on the pitch. Go on, Kulu.
Oh,
Go on, Kulu. Drops the shoulder.
that's a foul from behind, ref.
I'm not sure.
You're literally not allowed to do that whether you get the ball or not. Anyway, United on the transition. They've got 3 forward. But it's blocked in central midfield. Solanke holding it up. Goes the wrong way, but does well. Does beautifully. And it finds its way out to Kulusevski on the right. Brennan Johnson helped him out.
Well done. Kulu just passed it back to Romero. Spurs show their man on. Don't mind Mount running around, diving in. He's on a yellow.
Finds its way to Spence, who is getting on his bike and trying to help Werner out.
He was just shouting at Werner to go.
With that Werner chance one-on-one, he's on the left hand, in the left-hand channel again, and this time he actually does open his body out to do what I said I thought Sonny would do. And he gets a decent strike on it, but he just didn't start it wide enough to curl in. And Onana did well, and Onana did especially well on the follow-up, which nearly fell to Solanke for one of his fox-in-the-box goals. Romero now into Bentancur, and the back line are getting the freedom, to be honest.
Here we go. Come on, Timo. Come on, Timo.
Madders wanting the ball all over the park.
Oh, Madders.
Turns Casemiro and gets another foul.
Yeah, well done, Madders. Really clever.
Francie in the chat says they can't live with Madders and Kulu. I completely agree. Spurs take the free kick quickly again. Second half stats, 4 shots, 4 on target, 8 touches in opposition box, 0-0-0 for Man United in the same stats.
67% possession, which you would kind of see because United have obviously got 10 men, but it's the same as really the tail of that first half.
But I'll tell you what the problem is, not just that they've got 10 men, is that they're jogging about. And this is what I've seen from Man United a lot down the years. They just jog about. They don't really believe when it comes to it. And this is where the difference is. Don't forget, Spurs went down to 10 men after 7 minutes in the week, and we didn't jog about. We counter-pressed and counter-pressed and counter-pressed.
It's a great ball.
Oh, but it's cut out by Martinez. This is a chance for United because Garnacho could be in down the right. The ball isn't perfect for him, but he's going to take on Porro. Show him the line, Pedro. Johnson is helping him out, which is good, and it's going to be a corner.
Corner at Man United. Set piece now. Come on. Half an hour-ish plus added time to go.
This is obviously a good opportunity for Manchester United where they're going to be able to get men forward. Let's see more of Vicario being strong here. Mount is going to whip it in. De Ligt getting himself free. And it's won at the near post by Lisandro Martinez.
Kulu looks a little bit sheepish.
They're claiming a penalty, but he was right next to him, so I don't know how it can be. No, and it hits his shoulder as well. Anyway, it's another corner for United. They're going to do the same thing again. There's a man trying to block Vicario. And it's cleared at the near stick Solanke, which is that Harry Kane position we've missed since Kane left. Madders got to stop the cross here. Rashford with it. Terrible marking. That could be a handball. Romero's panicking and it goes wide. I think his hands were by his side, Madders, Romero there. What do you think?
I don't know. I think there's more of a chance with that one than there is for... Let's have a look. Romero's slapping his side.
Oh, his arm's by his side?
No.
But it's by his side? His arm's by his side?
Yeah.
And it's got to be a high bar to change it, hasn't it? So it shouldn't be.
So it doesn't look...
Yeah, VAR haven't turned it over. But this is getting the crowd into it.
The crowd are getting into it now, and we need to stay on your feet, Spence. Don't dive in. You're on a yellow.
Cross comes in again.
Well done.
Chance to Dallo on the edge of the box. Finds Garnacho, who is the main danger man, but fortunately his touch is bad.
Wow, that touch there.
Spurs get away with one there. Dredo, thank you for the super chat. Says, confident Brennan is a completely different player. I agree. I think if anything's going to happen here, Garnacho is going to be the one personally, but could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's going to come down that side. We just need to. It's been a bit sloppy from Spurs.
Spurs just need to keep out of the giving away set pieces, and we need to just not let the crowd get involved.
Yeah, And that's the thing. No silly passes. No giving them.
Vicario is like calling him on here. Van der Ven plays a bad ball.
Could have played that
And
back.
we've given away a free kick in midfield. Spurs just having a little bit of a tricky 5 minutes here.
Ref, it wasn't there, was it?
United with a chance to get a ball into the box here. The fans are in it, and that is calling United on. They're getting a little bit of a momentum buzz here. United fans know that they are only 2 down, and therefore, and Sky's showing a banner saying the impossible dream. They're trying to write the script. Cross comes in, hits Kulusevski, the first man. Spurs need to get out here. It goes all the way over the top. Get off the pitch. Finds Martinez. Porro's with him on the far left-hand side. United going to have another chance to get a cross in here. They're going to try and work it, but Spurs are pressing them back a little bit. That looked offside to me, but the lino doesn't give it. And now there are people in the middle of the box.
Well
Johnson does brilliantly
takes it
there.
Off Garnacho. Come on, Spurs. This is what we don't want. The United crowd are getting up and getting loud.
The ball came all the way to the box, and Jed Spence was caught underneath it. Garnacho was about to volley it, and Johnson in a good position. But it's a corner, and the United fans loving this little 5-minute spell.
Come on.
Garnacho is going to whip this one in. It's a good ball. And I'll tell you what, Casemiro did win it, but it goes wide.
Spurs just need to slow it down now and just let United come on to them, because there's going to be all that space in behind them. Just exploit that.
Oh, I don't like this. Vicario on his own goal line to Romero, who does go long in the end.
But gives it away straight away.
Lovely from Solanke.
No way, ref! That is not a foul!
Solanke gives away a foul chasing back, which wasn't a foul because he got the ball. And this is, I think, the ref getting a little bit affected by the crowd and the little script that's being written here, a little narrative for the last 5 minutes. And United, yeah, they have a free kick quite central that Mount is going to, it's about
35 yards out, would you say a bit more?
35, 40 yards out. Too far for the shot, you'd have thought, and quite straight. So you'd think he'll try and dink it up to the back stick to try and win the first one and get it into the middle. And Rashford will be the danger on the second ball. Oh, Vicario. I love that from Vicario. Yes. I love that. Go on, do it then. And he does do it. He throws it early to Spence. They've got lots of men forward here, United, and Spence has slowed it down where he probably shouldn't. Now he finds Werner, and Madders is in here. Chance, is it? No, Solanke didn't. Yeah.
Go on, Dom.
It's Solanke against Rashford here.
For what? Oh, come on, ref.
The referee is
Can't touch a player now.
The referee is having a weird few minutes there. Rashford, to be fair to him, worked his nuts off to get back there.
There's over 2,000 of you in here, but there's not that many likes. Come on, people. Smash that like for a Spurs win.
Arna goes for the big long one over the top again. Porro in a good position ahead of Garnacho. Into Kulusevski. We need on the ball more. Give it again, Brennan. Does.
Yes, Brennan.
Kulusevski's gone down the line for him. Win a free kick here, Brennan. And there you go.
Ref.
It must be a free kick.
Who's that?
It's another booking for a United player. Ugarte.
That's what. Yeah, that's a yellow card all day long. So Ugarte, Mount, Dallo.
Come on, Spurs. You've weathered that little 5-minute storm. Let's get another. Kulusevski and Madders both over this. It's a free kick. It's just wide of the box.
Come on, Mickey.
I wouldn't mind Kulusevski stepping off Madders here and just taking it short and then having a dig. But it looks like he wants to maybe whip it himself towards the keeper.
Who's at Christian, the back post?
Yes, he did exactly what I wanted. Oh, and then Kulusevski's cross wasn't great. But Spurs win it back through Johnson,
Brennan.
and now it's Werner out on the left. He's going to go back, and does. I don't mind that.
No, that's fine.
We're all going back now, all the way.
All the way. It's fine.
Vicario.
We just need to get
Give him an option then.
foothold on this ball.
I wonder if Basuma's not a bad call to bring on now.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I think it just needs a bit of energy.
Just someone who, when the ball comes back to Vicario like this, is always going to show for him so that Vicario isn't put under pressure. But that's a good ball from Vicario into Madders, who had loads of time and actually puts Porro in a bit of difficulty there. And we ended up... There was some... Well, it stayed on the pitch, which I didn't think it did. But they're in down the left here, United. But well done. Bentancur sees it out.
It's a bit silly. A bit silly there from Madders. He just didn't need to go back. He could have just looked up.
Yeah.
Putting ourselves in unnecessary positions.
66 minutes gone. Still Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 2. Bruno Fernandes has been sent off for Manchester United.
And now
Good stuff between Porro and... Oh, what a touch from Decky. Love, oh my word, Decky Kulusevski.
What a ball.
Absolutely ridiculous touch when the ball was fizzed at him, and then a beautiful ball out wide. Timo, give it to someone better than you. Give it to someone better than you. He's gone to the byline, and he's whipped in across straight into Onana's hands.
Well,
I'd say 2 out of 5 of those he does better with, though.
At least he went to the byline, I guess.
Yeah. United now playing it through the left. Down the left, sorry.
We've got to just keep them quiet now.
Solanke still working hard on Onana's press. Oh, God. He gives them to them, but he doesn't give them to us. Van de Ven just went through the back and central midfielder. Mason Mount, I think it was. United fans getting behind them again. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what we need to do. We need to keep them quiet again.
Oh,
Porro's
good
just
ball
been
from
beaten.
Dallo. Stand up, Pedro. Oh, he's done beautifully, Pedro Porro there. Good defending, used his body well.
Well done, Porro.
Knocked Garnacho off the ball. Needs help here, Porro. Brennan has your first touch. It's good.
Brilliant.
Lovely.
Go.
And Spurs have opened it out, and Werner's in again potentially, but...
Madders, poor ball, man. Spence was there. Choose the easy option.
I have to say, Madders tried the Hollywood outside of the boot ball there. That's good defending from Jed Spence. And
So
it
if
should be a
that's
foul as well.
at the other end of the pitch, you're giving it, ref. But
Yeah. Madders there just trying to do a little too much, and United are going to bring on Højlund and Eriksen. So this is what I talked about, trying to stay in the game a bit until kind of the 80th, but it's actually the 70th. I think he can feel the momentum, so he wants a bit more creativity on it. That should go to keeper, no?
oh my word. Vicario's going absolutely mad.
The ball was just dropped over the top of the Spurs defence, over the top of Kulusevski. It's a little ball from Martinez, and it comes to Casemiro on the half volley, and he hits it across. It's a beautiful technique across Vicario. It's their first meaningful shot, just wide. He's very unlucky, and Spurs would have been unlucky to concede as well, because we've played well, but United have got into it last 5 minutes, and they're going to bring on a little bit more creativity.
Yeah, and I think at this point, Spurs have got to think about changing it up. I think Basuma's the sub.
As a Spurs fan, I can't help but be absolutely cacking myself at this point.
Yeah. If this was even if this was the 89th minute, I think we'd be sat here thinking, is this going to happen?
Class stuff in the super chat here from John Sinclair. He says, as a Newcastle season ticket holder and a podcast, your energy is top class. Keep up the good work and stay safe.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, mate. Appreciate
For
that.
Barnaby
But as a Newcastle fan, I'm sure you'll appreciate how scary this is. 2-0 up at Old Trafford against 10 men, and I still feel like we're not in the ascendancy somehow. Anyway, Van de Ven finds Romero, who's pressed by Garnacho, but plays a lovely ball into Bentancur, who maybe could have gone forward, but goes back to Porro, who finds him again, and he's got 3 around him here, but Spurs just playing it around them back to Romero.
Romero gives the ball away.
Again,
what
trying to play the paradise ball a little bit there, and Spurs it finds Garnacho in a little bit of unnecessary trouble here.
That's twice now. Maddison trying to play the big outside the foot. Romero, just play the easy ball, boys. Play the easy ball.
The tempo for Spurs has dropped off. I did say, didn't I, in the first half, I thought our stamina would only last maybe an hour, and that seems to have been the case as United look a bit fitter now. Lovely stuff from Brennan Johnson. But he got the tackle, but unfortunately lost it in the second ball. Now a chance for a cross from Garnacho. Good block from Brennan Johnson.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Sarr come on as well.
Maybe some legs and engine,
Yeah, because I think that's what we're missing now in that midfield. Kulu's been
good ball
everywhere.
Spurs have stepped off a little bit here. Garnacho with a chance to cross. Doesn't. Finds Casemiro. Chance on the outside of the book. Came to Martinez. He kind of almost pleased it's fallen to the centre half there.
Run, Timo, run. He's on a yellow. He's on a yellow.
Yeah,
run.
go all the way, Timo.
All the way, Timo.
Decky, you've got to get with him, mate.
What's he doing?
Oh,
Go on,
Timo's done well.
Timo.
He's beaten his man. And Madders is there for him. Oh, it's a terrible, terrible ball
my
from Madders. And our
God.
producer Sam just laughed.
That was terrible. Now United have got their tails up. The fans are up.
Werner did the hard bit.
I know. Did the hard bit. And then just two of them to pick out and he pays it behind them. Yeah, we need some legs in that midfield. Garnacho. Oh, well done, Christian Romero. And Vicario is going absolutely crazy again. Saying, guys, come on. What are we doing here? Mickey's arms up. What are you doing? Agate's come off for Ericsson. Hoyland's probably for Rashford, I'm guessing.
Ugarte and Hoyland for...
Rashford. No. Yeah, Agate.
Ericsson, Hoyland.
Yeah. For Agate and Rashford.
Corner for United. They've looked dangerous from these corners and from the second phase after the corner as well. Ericsson straight away taking this corner. And hits the first man, which is...
Werner, run!
Which is quite ironic. And now Werner can take on Ericsson. You've got to use your pace here, Werner. I'm surprised he didn't. Oh my God. Werner's just given the ball away. You've got to take him off now, actually, because he's making some horrid decisions here, Werner.
How ironic.
And Garnacho in down the left, and Porro does foul him. And that's going to be a
booked
booking.
for that. I bet he gets booked as well.
Of course he will. It is a booking.
Oh, wow.
Tottenham are, I have to say, Tottenham here are not showing leadership. This is something that we see from Tottenham time and time again, where they're in awkward situations and they're not playing smart. They're not playing street smart. I'm sorry to be negative, but it's just how it is. We've given away another dangerous free kick here. Chance for them to get it into the box.
So now we've got both of our fullbacks on yellow cards and both of United's fullbacks on yellow cards.
Ericsson's going to take this free kick. It's wide free kick, chance for him to whip it in between the defenders and the keeper, and it is starting to rain. So a chance to really make things difficult for Vicario here. Tottenham have to play street smart here a little bit. Ericsson about to whip it in. Hits the first man again. And Spurs fans will see the irony of that.
Vicario is telling them to
Tottenham
get out.
are starting to look tired. Now, Jed Spence, you have to win this. And he does, but does well. Madders, you've got to help him then. He's headed it back to Spence. Does well, Spence.
Well done, Spence. Well done.
But United picking up all the second balls. They dink it into the box. Be strong. Oh,
Well
Delit
done.
does well, and it comes across the box, and Vicario does well. And again, like straight away, he's trying to rush it all. But
Right,
look,
go.
I don't mind it as long as there are options for them.
Go on.
Okay, Bentancur is the one who puts his foot on the ball for a second there. And now Spurs have a little bit of control with Maddison. I am surprised that Ange isn't bringing some legs on at this point.
Yeah, we desperately need it.
Okay, now we're getting the subs. 3 coming. 3 changes coming.
Gray, maybe, as well.
Oh, my God. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Oof, dearie me. Anyway, we're through. This is what Ange Ball is about. But because of that, Kulusevski is driving and Johnson's in down the right.
Go on, drive.
Fronting up his man. Plays a good ball to James Maddison. His first touch isn't good, though. Oh, I thought it was going to come to Werner. Almost glad it didn't. Oh, lovely ball out of defence, but not a good touch in there.
Well done, Porro.
Romero is going to find Van der Ven. He's a little out of position. He wants help.
Go on.
Instead, he's going to drive. Dom Solanke on the edge of the box. Doesn't get it out of his feet. It's going to be a corner.
Corner. Right, make the changes now, Ange. Oh, Mikey Moore, Bergvall and Sarr. Well done, Johnson. So. So, here we go. People were calling for Mikey Moore. So, Werner's got to be... I don't know. What is he... So, is Kulu going to come to the right-hand side or Mikey Moore going to play on the right-hand side? I don't...
Johnson, Maddison. And Werner.
Timo Werner. Madders is going off.
Yeah, Bergvall for Madders. I don't mind that. Important minutes here for Bergvall and Mikey Moore. And Pape Matar will bring the legs.
There's some...
Madders has played well, I think.
Yeah, some engine there.
76 minutes gone. Marilyn Manson is innocent, says, we need to finish this. I agree. It's stressful beyond stressful, to be honest.
Play it again. So
it's
it looks like... So it's Kulu... I don't know how... Mikey Moore's on that side for the moment. Right, Bergvall.
Bergvall's going to whip in the corner, is he? And he does. It's a decent ball. Up to Papsago!
Yes! Dom, dom, dee, dom, 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 Solanke. 3-0! Game over!
Bergvall's corner was flicked in at the near post, I think, by Pape Matar.
Yeah.
And that's the fox in the box. And Solanke's been good in both boxes for set pieces now.
Yido.
What? You'd have to give that a big old thumbs up to Big Ange Postecoglou's substitutions. And Solanke's third and 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3.
Look at this. Bergvall, Sarr, Solanke. Bosh.
The near post flick on. Beautiful from Sarr, beats Casemiro, and Solanke with a brilliant second run. That is what strikers are all about, what number 9s are all about. That's Kane-esque. Now, let's get the ball to little Mikey Moore and give him a chance. Spurs fans asking, is there a fire drill? And
Go on, Kulu.
Oh, Martinez, is that... Oh, Dallo jumping in. Well done, Pape. An assist. Don't forget, guys, there will be an instant post-match reaction after this game. And then there will be the post-match fan show where you can call in and talk to us about this. Make sure you press the like button on this, press subscribe, and also subscribe to my channel at @BarnabySlater_. It's in the title for daily Spurs content from me as well. Bergvall now on the ball to Bentancur. Pape Matar opening out. Porro's made a good run, but it goes to Kulusevski, who's now playing on the right. He's been my man of the match so far. Into Bergvall, taking up some good spaces here. Into Decky. Opening his body out. He wants a shot, but no, he goes back to Bentancur. Just keep the ball for 12 minutes now, boys. Porro into Sarr. It's going to go all the way back. Don't mind.
Come on, people. 2,500 of you in it. Only 800 likes.
I'm going to have to predict Spurs to lose 3-1 every time now. Every single time. I don't mind that I look like an idiot. I don't mind that I look like I don't know ball. I do not care. Could not give a look. Romero on the ball, just getting pressed a little bit, under pressure. Finds Porro, who takes a nice little first touch there. Plays into Bentancur. Spurs just being a little bit overly ambitious here with their passing unnecessarily, I think. Romero might have to go channel, and he does, and I'm pleased he does. Man on Bergvall. Man on. Does well. Finds Jed Spence. We've got such a young team on the pitch here now. Mikey Moore is giving him the outside run. Oh, Jed Spence finds him. Is he going to get there more? He doesn't. It's good defending, you've got to say. Really good defending from Mazraoui again. Mikey Moore made a clever run there, and Jed Spence found him with a beautiful ball. But Mazraoui does well, and Dragoshin is going to come on now for Mickey van der Ven.
Now, Radu. Nothing silly, Radu. Nothing silly. Wow. Surely.
Mickey van der Ven almost single-handedly set this result up.
Surely there is no hiding place for Erik ten Hag after today.
Let's wait 10 minutes. But yeah, it's not looking good.
10 minutes plus added time.
Oh, he's giving Mickey van der Ven player of the match. Like I said, I'd say pretty much single-handedly for that run.
Yeah.
Gary Neville admitting he's giving it for that alone, pretty much. Pape Matar with a bit of a disappointing pass there. Dallo trying to chip it over to midfield, but big Radu straight in. And a good touch from Bergvall as well. Oh, and lovely stuff from the youngsters at Spurs there.
What?
Oh, and Radu has cleared out his man who stayed down.
Yeah.
It's not Ericsson though, is it? Just don't want it to be Ericsson. It's Mount.
Oh, what a shame.
Jason Green in the chat says there was a VDV cheeky grin to Dragoo on the bench there, so as they swapped over. EJS says, round of applause for Mickey. Kevin McGurk, Van der Ven man of the match, Ange out. Was that ironic? I don't know. It must be.
Just think, if it was Son instead of Werner, this could be 5 or 6-0.
That's so true. That is so frighteningly true.
Oh.
Werner makes the right runs most of the time.
Yeah.
Do you remember when he absolutely did a number on us at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for Leipzig?
Yeah.
Jesus. Cantab in the chat says, Radu, calm down. Francie says, Dragoo will want to atone. Yeah, that's true. My friend Buzz on text says, my next son will be called Mickey Destiny Burrows. And rightly so. A little bit of a break in play here because Mount was absolutely ploughed through from Radu Dragusin, trying to atone for his sending off in the week. This would be the 4th win in a row for Spurs if we can just see this out. Crude Vapors Gaming, sorry, says, we're getting Ten Hag sacked just like we did Ole after the 6-1 years ago.
Yeah.
Andrew Dean, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. You said, well played, Ange, to take Van der Ven off, keeping our squad healthy for the long season. Yeah, I agree with that as well. Sligo Boy says, Postecoglou, new Man United manager.
Oh, wow, that's bad.
Oh, I tell you what, Mount's got a bleeding head for his trouble as well. I think Radu was on the bench when he saw Mount go through Bentancur and was like, oh, take a note of that. Must have been a clash of heads, I would have thought. CS Runner 7 says, Radu trying hard to get consistency with back-to-back Reds.
Lindelof.
United now bringing on a centre-half to try and shore things up for the last 10 minutes or so. Spurs have the ball in play now and also are up against 9 men for a second, I think.
Yeah.
Go for the throat.
For the throat. Go for the throat. You can get a T-shirt. Go for the throat.
Interesting that he hasn't brought Basuma on. I wonder if that is to play him. Is Ferencváros this Thursday, yeah?
Yeah, Thursday.
Is that away?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Maybe makes sense then.
Well, Mickey's come off. Obviously, Radu's suspended.
True. Yeah.
Come on, Sarr.
That makes sense. Sarr now into Porro. He wants to turn back, but he can't. Oh, and he tries to find Sarr down the right. Looks like he's got too much on it. Yeah, it does. Just, but Sarr works hard and just falls off the pitch. But Pape getting himself into form a little bit and confidence, which is good. And United just going to make a few subs here. 3rd minute. 4th minute. This is the quick. He's quick, isn't he? Is it Dallo? Not Dallo, sorry. Ahmad. Diallo, that's right.
Diallo.
For Mount.
So
they'll have a bit of pace on the counter here if they get the opportunity to use it. Good win in halfway line from Pat Matsar. Romero heads away a long ball. Good stuff from Bergvall, but gives away a free kick, trying to win a header there.
Not sure about that. Go on, Ericsson, hit the first man again.
Don't say that. Let him just do it, Barry. Let him just do it. And they go for the early free kick. And it is won by a United player in the box, but Romero clears it. Now, is there a chance on the break here? Yeah, Mikey Moore down the left, opening his legs, but he's got pace against him. He's going to have to come back at some point. But I tell you what, he just keeps driving, and that's beautiful from Mikey Moore.
Yeah, well
beautiful.
done,
He was up against Mazraoui and Diallo, and he kept running. He was quicker than I thought there, you know. He's not actually a left-sider, is he? He's a 10, really, but he's just getting developed by, you know, getting his start not in the danger area of the pitch so much. But he looks so balanced. I said that on my video after the game on Thursday night. He only had a few minutes, but the balance was impressive.
Ooh.
United just playing a bit dangerously outside their own box here.
With the way that with Bergvall and...
Oh, beautiful though from United. You've got to give them credit there. Oh, they've played it out wonderfully, and Garnacho's free at the back if they can find him. It's really good football from United, and Spurs have let this bounce. Porro has done well.
Really good from Porro there.
Wow. Wow. Get rid of it, Vicario. Well played, Decky. Oh, Decky into Bergvall, and Spurs are 4-on-3 here. Bergvall driving at the back line. He's looking for Mikey Moore. He's going to have a dig instead. And it goes over the... Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? Why not, Bergvall? We're not going to stop. Ange is like, what are you doing?
Yeah, Ange not happy. Gary Neville in the co-com saying that Spurs played really well today, and you cannot say, especially with that first half performance, that they don't deserve it. It's got nothing to do with the red card, really. It's to do with that first half performance and the frustration that caused amongst Man United. Jed Spence does brilliantly there, gets in front of his man, and now he's driving at the fullback, who is booked, don't forget. Cuts back, and why not? Keep the ball there, don't mind it. I'd love a fourth, though. Bergvall out to Spence on the left, and there's a run for Moore. He doesn't. Spence doesn't find him.
Oh, Spence. You're on a yellow, mate, remember? Nothing silly.
Oh! Good play from United down the left here. Yeah, and they're in behind here. It's Romero chasing Højlund, is it? Oh, Garnacho. Just stand up. Don't give away a foul here, Christian. There's no need. Just keep going and stop the cross. Okay, it comes back.
Old Trafford is empty.
Eriksen now with the left foot cross. It's a great ball. And Højlund pushed his man over, and of course the ref didn't give it. Dragusin's got to show some strength there. Højlund did show strength, but in the end, I thought it went off for a goal kick, but it didn't. United keep the ball. 7 minutes gone. Can they make themselves a chance here? There's hardly anyone in the ground to see it. The cross is going to come in again. Good block from Jed Spence. That's it. Stop the cross at source. I wish we'd do that more. I wonder if Dragusin... Is it Dragusin at the back who didn't want to be strong? He just slips in the end, Dragusin, actually. He's lucky.
Less than 50 likes away.
Stand up.
From 1,000. Come on, people. Smash it now for a Spurs win.
Oh,
and
chance,
a clean sheet at Old Trafford.
Chance for Garnacho. Just as you mentioned a clean sheet, which I don't like the sound of. The way
Come
you
on.
said it there.
Start believing. Start believing. Smash that like button,
Dom
people.
Solanke pushing them all the way back with his press, though. Top stuff from Solanke as Onana tries the big one over the top, but Porro's in a good position. Oh, and tries to give away a corner, but Vicario does brilliantly. A good head back in the end from Porro. Little bit stressful.
What was this? Over 1K now. Well done, people. Keep smashing that like for the final whistle to go.
No, there's going to be a bit of extra because there was that foul, that Mount head injury. Dragusin finds Bergvall nicely in central midfield, but he tries to do a bit too much there, Bergvall. He doesn't need to do this much here, Bergvall, you know, and he's put us in a little bit of danger again. Garnacho running at the back line. Good block from Pedro Porro, another player who's had a good game. I think Bergvall will hear from Ange after this. You come on, you just got to do it easy. Do it easy and make the run to get the easier ball back. Don't try and beat men, there's no need. Eriksen's going to whip in another corner. 89th minute now. Højlund's a big old beast, actually. Pape Matasar's on him. Good run to the near post from De Ligt. And Solanke at that near post area again.
Been everywhere again.
Great clearance. Comes back to Eriksen. He's going to get a cross in again. We don't try and stop it. It's come all the way to bat. It's going to be a goal kick, is it? Jed Spence got to keep going. Jed's strength up against Martinez. Needs help. Dragusin clears it, but straight to United player. Oh, but a bad touch. And Mikey Moore got his body in the way and did well.
Well done.
Scotty English says Ange and Barnaby still out. What does me being out mean? Like, what am I getting sacked from? My life.
United fans crying. Oh, hate to see it.
Yeah, they're showing pictures of the United fans in the rain with their hoods up at the Theatre of Streams. That's the second time I've got that out. Porro with a beautiful ball down the middle to Solanke. He's in. Oh, it's a good save from Onana. Pat Matsar heads the rebound wide.
Onana's done well.
6 minutes of added time.
Time for another goal, Spurs.
Tell you what, that would have been the perfect thing for us, for Solanke to get a one-on-one goal as well. Just to get that kind of proper confidence into him. It's all right, got it on target. It's a decent save. I just like it in those positions when strikers shape to absolutely whack it and then last minute just open their foot up and place it into the bottom left-hand corner. Doesn't have enough. Garnacho's done well there, but a bad ball. And Romero's going to bring this out. Man on, Dom. He's nicked in there, but lovely stuff from Cutie.
But he's out of position now.
Yeah, he is. But Solanke sat in well. Eriksen finds Garnacho out wide, but Kulusevski still working hard to help out Pedro Porro. 6 added minutes, and Garnacho's out wide left here. Dallow's with him. Oh, he's a beautiful ball from beautiful ball with the outside of the boot from Garnacho.
That's another clever nudge there from Romero.
with a good run.
That's twice now Romero's just put that nudge in right at the last minute. and the Tottenham fans singing, Gary, what's the score?
To Neville.
Yeah.
That was lovely from Garnacho, who I do really,
Look at this.
really
22 shots Spurs have had in this game. Absolutely dominated.
That's what I worry about with size. First touch can be just a tiny bit loose.
Vicario, mate, please.
Oh, no,
don't muck about.
Lovely. Not lovely from Saar, but we got
Kulu's
away with it.
there.
Decky now driving through the midfield. His stamina is unbelievable. Bergvall now, and we're going to be in here. Oh, Bergvall's tried the paradise ball again. I think Ange is going to be frustrated with Bergvall after this. I do. I think that's something we've learned a little bit from last season is not to play the paradise one, to play one more ball.
Yeah. Just play the easier ball.
Dragusin does well there to stop a through ball. We should have scored about 8 in this game, you know.
Yeah, we should have done. But it's fine. Absolutely fine.
But United's complete lack of a style of play played into our hands. They were like, it's like, I'm sorry, but it's like the worst days of Conte and Mourinho, where it's like, unless they get the first goal, then they just sit back, and if, I don't know, I think United have been absolutely dog shit. Oh, nice idea there into Kulusevski up against
Kulu.
Martinez. Tell you what, quicker than you think. Decky's beat Martinez for pace there. In the end, United forced to clear long up to Radu Dragusin, who wins a big header, and it's offside anyway. 3 minutes left, and I'm even willing to say that I don't think Tottenham can lose this game from here.
This is
3 minutes left. I'm not suggesting we couldn't still draw it, but I don't think we'll lose it, Barry.
I don't think there's any chance of anything other than a Tottenham Hotspur win at this point.
I actually agree, but oh, that's a terrible ball.
That's fine. There are empty seats everywhere at Old Trafford, not in the home end, the away end, the home end. There is in the home end.
Big Ange Postecoglou there. They're just showing him. Sorry to interrupt, but he has his statement win, doesn't he? This is a huge, huge win. Even though United are poor at the moment, not many teams go to United, especially not the big teams, and win easily.
No.
They do struggle against some of the lower teams a lot, but Tottenham have actually taken control of the game and absolutely dominated from minute one.
Yeah, they have. It started off like that, and I think there'll be a
Porro,
lot of...
careful, because you've been booked. Okay, Højlund beats Porro, but Romero slides in beautifully and gets the ball.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's, all very well doing it against the bottom 6 or bottom 10 or whatever, but Johnson scored against Man United.
Yeah.
Tottenham winning against Man United, and are going to win against Man United. So this is the type of game we go 4-4.
United just driving at the box again here, but Spurs get bodies in the way, as they have done all games so far.
Clean sheet now, guys. Come on.
Well done. Kulusevski just putting United under pressure with his stamina and strength the whole game. He's been so good. So good. And just a minute and a half left. We are going to have an instant post-match reaction after this game, but it will be on a different stream. Is that right? Yeah. So, guys, make sure go to the We Are Tottenham TV live section and find out that stream. Click on it, and we will be giving you a elongated instant match reaction because of the beauty of this victory with just 1 minute left. Bergvall flicks the ball on there. United get another up and under. Romero does well. Bentancur under pressure here.
It should take you
again
there.
Doesn't give a foul.
Bosh.
Porro boshes it free.
Go on, Slanky. Go on, Kulu.
Decky.
Kulu is running and running and running. Go on, Kulu.
How good is Kulusevski in this 8-10 role? Still only 23 years old, by the way.
Great.
Now, ball out to Mikey Moore from Bentancur.
Mikey, take it.
Go on, take them on, Mikey.
Go on, Mikey.
Oh, he's going to have a dig here, Mikey Moore, you know. Oh, that would have been the absolute the cherry on the icing. He opened up and he tries to bend it into the far corner. It's not as close as maybe I first thought, but great effort. What a moment that would have been. That should be the end. 15 seconds left. More not short of confidence, it's fair to say. I want to hear the boos at the end of this game.
Yeah, going to be loud.
And they're chanting Mikey Moore's name. That's the end. Huge boos for Eric Ten Hag. Big Ange Postecoglou gets his statement victory. Manchester United 0, Tottenham Hotspur 3 in an absolutely huge game. I said before the game, I'll say it again now. This is the match that could shape our season. And having won 4 in a row, Tottenham Hotspur now have the opportunity to really push on. We will be doing an instant match reaction on the separate stream, so go into the live section of We Are Tottenham TV, find that stream, and we'll be there for you in just a minute's time. In the meantime, make sure you press subscribe and enjoy your Sunday. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.